radio for the masses.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
If the game is rigged, change the game. Game changer.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
This is Fade to Black with your host, Jimmy Church, on the Game Changer Radio Network and KGRA, the Global Radio Alliance.
I need your help to get to the year 1985.
You're listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Network.
Well, good evening. Fade to Black. Bespoke radio for the masses. Yeah. How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Little tired. Today's Monday, February 25th, 2019, 56 days into the new year, just 309 days left. All right, as always, we are live from a bunker right in the middle of beautiful downtown Burbank, California, and I would like to welcome everybody listening all around the world, all across the United States. Hither and thither, to and fro, back and forth, up and down, east and west, north and south. Far and near. This is Fade to Black for KJCR, the Game Changer Network, and KGRA, the Planet. I am your host, Jimmy Church. All right. Now, you probably noticed on camera right before the show, as I started to talk, I had to get up and walk away. Right before the show, I just had a very upsetting email that came in, changed my mood. I was in a great mood, and now I am completely unfocused. I hate to do that to you all. It's so hard to clear my mind. But that's it. Got to be professional here, and let's do this. Tonight we are doing our recap of the 2019 Conscious Life Expo. We've got images, we've got stories, we've got special guests. Tomorrow night, Barbara Lamb joins us for the first time, and Wednesday, we have a special surprise guest. Thursday is another Fader night with open lines all night long. The new call-in number is 747-228-2051. We will have special guests joining us tonight on the show. Now, if you attended the Conscious Life Expo, I will let you know when I open up the phone lines, okay? All right? Because I want to hear from you. This is our recap. I want to hear about your memories that you walked away from the event with. And there you go, okay? So that's our night tonight. We've got lots of images. And if you've got images that you took and you've got some pics, post them up right there in Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. Okay, follow me at JChurchRadio. Hashtag F2B is the sandbox. Post your images up there. I know you guys have been doing it all weekend long, but tonight for the audience, post what you got. And if you haven't posted it, get it up there. A lot of really cool things went down. And before I get to all of that, let's get the show cracking. Okay, we've got a great evening straight ahead. When you come off a weekend like that, the energy that is there, and I've seen some of the posts and I've gotten lots of emails. Everybody really enjoyed it, and there's so much energy leading up to the event, and then the event kicks off, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, back to back. It's going on right now. It's continuing with the after show private stuff. All those intensive, those are still going on, but. last night, finally, tearing down the booth, and all the adrenaline that I was running on for 3 straight days, no sleep, that's it. The adrenaline was done. It was done. And last night, I got to give a shout out to Kelly. She is such a trooper. Last night, I was walking down to tear down the booth. Rita was packing our stuff up in the room. And I'm walking down, and I've got to find the energy to tear down the booth. And there's Kelly, Nancy, and Stacy, and they were walking one way. I said, "Do you need some help?" And I looked, and it was Nancy, right? And I looked at Kelly. I said, Kelly's such a trooper. I said, "Kelly, come on." And so Kelly and I went down, tore down the booth, and I'm telling you, we were spent. We were spent. Tearing down the booth is not that big of a deal, but it is when you're that tired. And that wrapped things. And then we really didn't want to leave. We didn't want to leave. And so we ended up hanging out with everybody late last night on our patio until it was the absolute end where we had to finally leave, and we did. But anyway, so a big shout out to Kelly with all the energy that she and everybody else put into to be the last person standing with me tearing down the booth. Was she's a rock star. So thank you so much for that, Kelly. Okay. Now, follow us on Twitter at JChurchRadio. That's what you want to do, at JChurchRadio. And Facebook and YouTube, everything is Jimmy Church or Fade to Black. If you go over to our website, you will see everything there. Okay? All right. Use hashtag F2B on Twitter. That is the sandbox. And any questions or comments throughout the show tonight, use hashtag F2BQ. You can also email throughout the show, Jimmy at jimmychurchradio.com. All right, breaking news. President Trump is on his way to Hanoi, Vietnam, for his second summit with North Korea's Kim Fatty Fat. Yeah. Okay. We shall see. Everybody's making predictions and has an opinion. All we can do, you've got two of the most unpredictable people that I can think of with those two, and to get them together and to agree on something you can't predict. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So we will see how all of this pans out. And already the pictures are coming in. So let me do this. Let me get my hashtags ready so I can start doing some retweets here. This is from Indy Susan. Wow, look at all of these. She's just got them all grouped together. So I don't have to do anything but go bam, bam, bam. Thank you for that. Very cool. And these I haven't seen. And I'll comment on the pictures as the show goes on. I'm not going to slow things down here. But let me get these retweets in because they're going to be by so fast. By the way, that's what you want to do. Go follow us on Twitter at JChurchRadio. You can see what is being done now. And then use the hashtag F2B, and you can follow everybody's comments and conversations throughout the show tonight. All right. So, yeah, Trump is on his way to Hanoi. We shall see. Now, last week, we announced our newest sponsor here, which is Surfer, the Surfer music streaming app. That is SURFR, Surfer. Okay, it is absolutely amazing. I was using it all day again today. All you have to do is download it. You don't have to do any fancy signups. You don't have to disclose your email. Nothing is going to happen but you enjoying all of the music that you want to listen to. It's all right there. It's totally free to download, totally free to use. You get unlimited repeats. You can skip. You can do whatever you want. You can get your favorite channels. All of that. Okay? Surfer Music app. It's that simple. You can go over to jimmychurchradio.com, click on the banner. You can go to surfr.fm, surfer.fm and download it right there. And that's all you have to do. It's an amazing app. Go and check it out today. All right. All right. Coming up next, our next event will be the Contacted in the Desert, May 31st through June 3rd in Indian Wells, Palm Springs, California, at the Renaissance Indian Wells Resort and Spa. Tickets and info, contactinthedesert.com. And coming up right after that is our 2019 Soul Tech Conference over the July 4th weekend at Sunrise Ranch in Loveland, Colorado. Sign up for tickets and info at soultechgathering.com. Okay, all right. Let's get this show cracking. Let's do this. We got so much to talk about tonight. And don't you want to know? Sign up for our podcast. It is just $2 per month. Go to jimmychurchradio.com, click on that podcast banner. And also, become an official Fadernaut. Become an official Fadernaut. Go to our membership section on the site. And all of those fancy shirts and hats and all of that stuff, you can get those when you become an official Fadernaut. That's the first thing. The second thing, those hats are not for sale. You can go all over the website and try to find them. You're not going to. You've got to become an official Fadernaut. When you sign up for the Game Changer, you're going to get the autographed hat, autographed shirt, and everything that you want. You get downloadable MP3s. You get a private email to me. You get the bunker cam. All those benefits, all those things. And you get to call yourself an official Fadernaut. When you walked around the Conscious Life Expo and you saw somebody with a Fade to Black hat on, you know that's the exclusive Fadernaut Club. You can walk up to them and go, hey, I'm a Fadernaut. Right? Think about that. You're a member of the family. Do it now over at jimmychurchradio.com. All right. What else do we have today? Let's see. Happy birthday to... Oh, hold on. I got to back up here. I got too far into my world here. Happy birthday to punk icon John Doe X. John Doe today is 66. You know, he's in that new TV show Roswell. Probably didn't know that. Carrot Top today is 54. That's the new version of Carrot Top, the one that you see today. Have you seen what Carrot Top looks like now? Have you peeped that out? Go and see what Carrot Top looks like. Unbelievable. All right. Today he is 54. It's disturbing to see him today. Our dead guy's birthday today is George Harrison. Yeah, moment of silence, please. 1943 to 2001. Died at the age of 58. Beatles original gangsta. He wrote so many great songs, and for the Beatles, he wrote Here Comes the Sun. He wrote Something. And, I would say for the Beatles, but Elvis did a pretty good version of that, too. And, of course, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, happy birthday, George Harrison. On this day in history, OTD 1986. That's right. Mass demonstrations go down in the Philippines. So Ferdinand Marcos and his entourage are airlifted from the presidential palace with all of their shoes. Airlifted from Manila, Philippines. There you go. On this day in 1986. That was a big deal. It was a really big deal. Fader fact. I have to do this. A fisherman in the Philippines discovered a pearl weighing 34 kilograms with an estimated value of $100 million. That's right. But not knowing its worth, he kept it under his bed for 10 years as a good luck charm. And that is your Fader fact. Tonight, we are doing our annual recap of the 2019 Conscious Life Expo with images, stories, special guests, and you. Tomorrow night, Barbara Lamb joins us for the very first time. Barbara and I have been talking about her being on Fade to Black for so many years. Finally, the stars and the moon have aligned. Tomorrow night, Barbara Lamb right here. Wednesday night, very special surprise guest. And then, of course, Thursday is Fader night. There you go. All right. Okay. So let me hit this River Moon coffee. I want to thank every Fader night, every fan that came up to the booth and said, where's the coffee? Where's River Moon? Where's the Fade to Black blend, Jimmy? And it got sent to the wrong address. We got down to the Hilton. We get down to the Hilton. It's supposed to be there waiting for us, of course. And I'm having twice. I'm having the people at the front desk go back and search. I'm like, it's got to be here. It's got to be here. And so they couldn't find it. And it turns out it was shipped to our offices, which we didn't know about and which we didn't check. And by that time we're down at LAX and the show had started by the time we found out, and that was it. So to all of you Fadernauts out there that I feel so bad. So we do have a lot of River Moon coffee that we're going to be giving away, and we'll arrange that, and we'll figure out a way to do it. We'll have some contests, we'll do some giveaways, and mugs and things, because our love and appreciation for all of you. So that's what we'll do with that. We'll figure out something cool. Okay, it's going to go to a good cause. All of you caffeine addicts out there. Okay, now, but I've got mine. Okay. So last night we got back from the Conscious Life Expo after spending 4 days with friends. This is another amazing conference. And this year did not disappoint. It had everything. It had knowledge. It had lights, it had action, it had people, it was packed. And of course, there was the behind-the-scenes stuff. Yeah, the soap opera drama. And for me, besides hanging out with all of the attendees, for me, that's the cool stuff. And you know what I'm talking about. It's the gift that keeps on giving, right? Okay. So much laughter was going on. So much laughter. And I'm the guy that walks up and says, hey, what's everybody laughing at? Because I want in on the action. I'm always on the outside. I don't get I'm not an insider, right? You hear the laughing, right? And when I go, what's everybody laughing at? It all goes silent. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? And then the laughter starts again. And, well, what are you going to do? Obviously, it was either them laughing at me or something that I did or something else that happened. And everybody else is enjoying it and, whatever. So much fun. It's so much fun. I enjoy it so much. But anyway, all right. Okay, so I recognize that. And those of you out there that were laughing when I walked up, don't think I don't notice those things. But I really enjoy it. I really do. But before the conference this year, there were plans that were organized by a certain group. I'm not going to name any names, but, I'm not going to do that. I would never do that, but it rhymes with Blue Eagle. But anyway, for protests to go down outside of the Hilton Hotel. And it was crazy. That's right. Yep. Well, guess how many protesters there were? It's amazing, by the way. Amazing. Okay, wait a minute. Before I get to that, I'm going, okay. I want Twitter to answer that question. I want everybody to, and I will ship the winner some River Moon coffee. Okay, so let's get that going up in Twitter. I'm talking about guests. I don't want the people that attended Conscious Life Expo to throw up a number there. So don't do that. If you didn't go to the Conscious Life Expo, run a number up there. Write it up there in Twitter. How many protesters do you think were there? Okay? All right? Well, all right, before I get to that, I'll come back to the real number here in a second. The protests were supposed to be about a certain speaker that they said wasn't invited. And it turns out he was invited, not a she. Turns out he was invited, but declined to attend. He didn't sign his contract or forgot how to use his email, whatever. That doesn't matter, but he was invited. But that's what they were there to protest. Okay, somebody says 2, somebody says 25, somebody says 7. That's from Dick Pangalo. He says 7. Jim says 25. These are all good guesses, by the way. Lee says 2, 14. 14's a good guess. That's a pretty good guess. And 25, 20. Okay, so this is you guys were already answering. Okay, all right, I get it. Keep it up. Keep the guesses going. I do want to know what you guys are thinking. Less than 10. Okay. All right. So, but that's what they were there to do, to protest this speaker that allegedly was blacklisted, which turned out to not be the case, right? Okay. So anyway, and not to call out anybody here, because I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to give away any names. I just don't do that. It's not what I do, right? Oh, well, doesn't really matter at this point. His name rhymes with barley wood. Let's just say that. All right. Okay. All right. Wink, wink. And in their little protest packet, right, for the demonstrators were instructions on where and when to park their cars on the cheap, where the best parking was, and what time to get there early. Police department information in case there was any issues, civil info, right to protest stuff, fairly detailed, right? A real call to action. That's right. Let's do this, man. Solid. Good times. Well, so the weather was really cold. And if you are going to have a great protest in this kind of weather, of course, you need to prepare, right? Absolutely. I mean, any original gangsta protester knows you've got to be ready, right? You've got to. Protests got to go down no matter what. So to show my support for the cause, I was ready to deliver warm pizzas and hot chocolate. I absolutely was. With the video crew. But that was the plan. So when I went out to make contact with the throngs of picket signs and chanting, I couldn't find them. Right? I was like, what's going on here? So, all right, take a guess. What's everybody thinking? Take a guess. How many showed up? Come on, Twitter. Show me what you got. I see the numbers. I want to see somebody guess correctly here. 11, 14, again, another 11, 666. That's good. That's a winner no matter what. That's actually brilliant. 1 from Shauna Lee. Okay, all right. So, white hats. We have a winner. We have a winner. And it's from Jim with no face. Jim with no face on Twitter and no last name. It's Jim, 578-352-65897. Is that your Social Security number? You're not supposed to post your Social Security number in your Twitter handle, Jim. But Jim is right, and the answer is 0. None. Nada. So So we took our protester fund because I felt so bad, and I knew what the weather was like, and I, you just can't be out there in the cold, and it's Southern California cold. It wasn't that cold, but it was pretty cold. But you can't be out there. You got to have hot chocolate, right? Some coffee, some nice, warm, fresh pizzas, and you fight the man. That's it. So we took our protester fund, went inside and bought everybody dinner in one corner of the lounge. And it was the same thing for Saturday and Sunday. That's right. Shauna Lee guessed 0-2, but let's see here. Jim beats you out by, both says 1 minute. Do we have a tie? Well, he's here before you, Shauna, and I feel horrible about that. So we'll hook you up too, because technically they both, maybe you both, posted at the same time. Matthew says 12. The answer is 0. Same thing, Saturday, Sunday, nobody showed up. I guess it just wasn't that important to them. Monica Eva Foster says 0, also at the 1 minute mark. Oh, she did post 2 and then went down to 0. Mark Tarana says 5. Yeah, yep. And this is the good thing, though. The event was so cool, so much fun, that inside where it was warm and it was fuzzy and all that laughter going down, good times all the way around. We took that protester fund and made a lot of people very happy. And that's what's most important. It was just the most flawless, unbelievably cool, fun, perfect conference. And I'm glad that all of you made it out, and to have so many of you come up to me and tell me your favorite line from the show, or your favorite guest, or your favorite joke, or your love of tacos. All of these things. We ended up talking about Dimebag Darrell, and music and things, and it just shows me how much. Not only do you guys listen, but pay attention to the show, and that we share so many of the same love for life. So thank you for all of that. It was just a great event. It was a great weekend. Let's kick this off. I am going to come straight back to, we're going to start posting some images. Rita has got a ton of them. I don't know what order or what sequence those are going to go in. I probably will be too busy yapping about the other things that went down. And when I come back, I'll start off with all of my special thanks, and I want to recognize some people, so we'll kick off that. We'll do everything. We'll open up the phone lines. We'll do that, too, as well. We're going to bring in some special guests. We're going to recap the 2019 Conscious Life Expo. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. This is Fade to Black on the Game Changer Network and KGRA, The Planet. I'll be right back. Stay with us.
This is Nicole Church, daughter of you-know-who, and you're listening to Fade to Black on JimmyChurchRadio.com and the Game Changer Network.
You're listening to Jimmy Church, Fade to Black.
Fade to Black will now pause for alien identification.
The station that talks the net. KGRA Radio. When you take the beans from Central America with dashes of Indonesian and African mixed in and then roast it to the dark side of Fade to Black, you create the ultimate brew of fringe.
Introducing the Fade to Black blend from Rivermoon Coffee. Yes, Rivermoon's darkest customized roast was created for the love of Fade to Black. The alchemy of masterful roasting and smoking the beans is in every sip of this full-bodied, dark Java. I need my coffee dark, deep, with distinct bittersweet chocolate highlights, just like the bunker. Leaning further into the darkness of the roast is Fade to Black blend from Rivermoon Coffee. Just click on the banner at jimmychurchradio.com and use the promo code F2BBLEND for 15% off of your order today. Go Beckley Teppy. This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and you can get our podcast for just $2 per month. All you have to do is click on the podcast banner over at jimmychurchradio.com.
Hey folks, guess what the number one phrase that Life Change Tea receives by email? You ready? We love this tea. We love this tea. Time after time, week after week, we love this tea. Life Change Tea gives you more energy, a beautiful cleansing, and fulfills its slogan perfectly. The tea that makes you go. So if you want to be on your health game, log on to getthetea.com and order Life Change Super Strength Tea. Packages come in a 1-month supply, and when you brew this stuff, wait until you see the results. Aren't we all about the results? And with a lot of people's health struggling, we can use a little bit of help. Doctors will tell you disease starts in the gut. So log on to getthetea.com. That's getthetea.com. Be our next email saying, I love this tea. I love this tea. Get the tea at getthetea.com. Helping America one tea bag at a time.
9 out of 10 geneticists agree.
Fade to Black is not your father's radio show on the Game Changer Radio Network and KGRA, the planet.
Do you want to lose weight but have no idea where to begin? The Fast Start Diet, a 3-day weight loss plan, is the answer. 3 days of nutritionally balanced, calorie-restricted meals delivered right to your door. No shopping, no measuring, and no cooking. Everything is prepared for you and ready to eat at home or on the go. The Fast Start Diet has all the amazing benefits of intermittent fasting without starving. We've helped thousands of people who have struggled to reach their weight loss goals. Isn't it time we helped you? With the Fast Start Diet, you'll lose weight and feel great.
Find Fast Start Diet on Amazon or go to faststartdiet.com and use promo code TALK to get 10% off your first box. And as a special bonus, Fast Start will include their #1 rated Lipo-3 appetite suppressant spray free with your order. This is Jimmy Church. And whatever your diet plans are, do what I did. Go to faststartdiet.com.
Hi, this is Rob Reiner from Anvil, and you're listening to JimmyChurchRadio.com.
What's up? I'm Chris. What up? This is Kyle Massey, and you're listening to Jimmy Church Radio.
All right, I'm back. Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. Tonight, we're doing a recap of the 2019 Conscious Life Expo. All right, I'm opening up the phone lines. Only call in if you were at the Conscious Life Expo. That's the warning now. Tonight's the night I'll hang up on somebody. Were you at the Conscious Life Expo? Nope. Click. I'm going to do it. So there's the warning right now. Okay, so before we get started, I've got to thank the Conscious Life Expo team, of course, which is Q, who is the producer of the event. He was just amazing this year, by the way, and the event was bigger and better than it's ever been. And to organize something that huge, that ginormous, and only have a couple of hiccups when you should have thousands. Pretty tremendous effort from him and the team. And, of course, T, who is amazing, and she handles all of the vendors and, of course, us and our booth and all of her assistants. And one of the most dynamic people out there in the industry. T, thank you so much. And, of course, Serena Wright-Taylor, whose bubbly personality and voice and everything that it's just an incredible woman, works so hard. And with her accent, her voice, and her personality, she, if she's mad or angry, you're okay with it because you get it in her voice and personality. She's the best. Serena, thank you so much. And, of course, Shima. Regina as well. Regina, I hope you're listening right now. She was also the first person that I saw when we got there, and she was the last person that we saw when we left last night packing up the booth. And Regina, so cool. And CG, for everybody out there that was at the event, CG is the guy in the cowboy hat, rather buff individual, an amazing percussionist. And last year at the party, CG was one of the percussionists up on stage. He's absolutely incredible. And CG, for everything that you did for us this week. And, of course, Diane Maxwell, totally incredible. Alan Steinfeld running around doing his thing. Absolutely incredible. Of course, Maura, again, thank you. If I'm leaving, Donna Schumann. Donna, absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. And there you go. Now, some of the friends that are there, not only all the time, but it's incomplete without them, right? And of course, I'm talking about the Borgata sisters. The Borgata sisters. One fresh out of the hospital. Anyway, made it, and it was so cool seeing you there. And our Fade or Not family, of course, the rocker, Scott Thomas was there, Gigi, K28. K28 got to take some pictures with Linda Moulton Howe, and Linda's laughter during those pictures, which I actually got to take, by the way, really, really speak for themselves. K28 wearing his Fade to Black hat, of course. And, Karen, Nancy, Mark Howard, Susie Q, her son Andrew, Jack Ryan from Australia. Jack was there, so cool. Saw Jack, funny enough, I saw Jack when we first got there, and as we're leaving on the elevator, literally with our luggage heading out to the car, there's Jack. He was the last face that we saw. So there you go, okay? So there's all of that. And then I have to mention this because Tarita made her way down. Of course, she had told us that she was coming down. And I was waiting, and then boom, she shows up, and there's Tarita. What a dynamic individual. It's just absolutely incredible. And we got a chance. She let me take a selfie with her because I wanted to get it up there for all of you to see. So, but Tarita made it and had a great time. But, one of the newest members to this Fade or Not family, for sure, and that part is all cool. But to make the effort, right, to fly across the country and come down to such a cool event really made it special. So, yeah, Tarita was there. Unbelievable. Now, I also want to back up. Brian Engelman and Anomaly were there. And Brian, who is such a troublemaker, such a cool guy, but that's what he does, right? He's out there to stir the pot, but him and his network. But he was there, and Anomaly showed up. and taking Anomaly around. Anomaly and I were able to go and do a couple of things together, and I think he was there for the panel too on Friday night. And but I got a chance to introduce him to many people there, and I thought that was really, really cool. And there you go. So Anomaly, I think Anomaly did 3 days. Yeah, 3 days, all the way through too, all the way to the lounge. And there was that, and also Captain Ron, Truth Be Told Radio. What a great guy. Of course, he's at every event, and he's got a great radio show. But Captain Ron, this is the thing. Captain Ron sat down with me at the booth. He's got his crew, and just to sit down and chat. And the next thing you know, they roll the cameras, and I take over the microphone, like I seem like I always do with him. He's so gracious. But we ended up doing about a 20-minute, 30-minute interview. And if you get a chance, it's more me interviewing Ron than Ron, and which is really cool. So I'm sure that Truth Be Told will get that video up, and when they do, I'll be sure and share it with everybody. Okay. So, very special shout out to, I want to get through these shout outs before I continue with the stories. Rabbi Ariel Bar Zadok and his wife, unbelievable. There is cool, right? There is cool, and we all want to be cool. You don't want your friends to think that you're uncool. You don't want to be in that category. You want to be on the cool side of cool, right? And the rabbi is way, way, way cool. Unbelievable man. So cool. So, Rabbi, big shout out to you. Tracy Ash. Got to meet Tracy Ash. All right. Now, okay, so a couple of more quick shout outs. I've got so many to list here. Of course, Brad and Michelle Harris. Brad, who has been our photographer for so many years. Brad, tireless, there every step of the way, and just took some amazing shots. And Rita, of course, is posting them up on Twitter, so you can go and check those out. But is Adrian, Brian, and Luca. Okay? Now, when they, Brian and Adrian, when she got pregnant and we got to watch the development, right? And then she has Luca. Now Luca is 6 months old and a fader tot. There at the Conscious Life Expo. That is who is in those pictures with me, and Rita too as well. Rita, you've got to post that picture of you and Luca that I took. Just absolutely unbelievable. One of the warmest, fuzziest things that continued all weekend was Luca hanging out with all of us, and he had a great time. But what a great couple, great parents. And seeing Brian, hold his son up and play and look into his eyes, it doesn't get any better than that. So very, very special shout out to them. All right. And so that I've got so many, Lisa Frith, of course, hanging out all weekend, and Billy Carson hanging out with us all weekend, and us hanging out with him and his party. We'll get to that too as well. But the special thanks are long, and I'll get through everything before the end of the show. With that, I've got somebody on hold. They better have been at the Conscious Life Expo. You're live right now. Who's calling?
Hi, Jimmy. This is Astrometric Andy. I was at the expo.
This is who, Andy?
Astro Andy, son of Frankie Four Fingers.
Oh, that Andy. Hi, how are you, man? Did you have a good time?
I had an excellent time. You don't even know how apprehensive I was to begin with, and oh my gosh, it just opened my eyes. It just opened my eyes that much more.
No, that's what happens.
Crazy,
that's what happens at an event like this when you go there for the first time, Andy, because when you get around so many people that are just like you and that are there to figure out life and collect knowledge and hang out and the friendships, but it can be a little bit overwhelming because you are able to hang out with other people that think just like you. So congratulations, man.
You definitely got to learn your place. You definitely have to learn when to speak, when to listen. You have to learn when's it appropriate to approach who. It's all new experiences for me that I'm glad that everyone's willing to give to me.
Well, the cool thing for you is you got grandfathered in. I mean, your mom is your mom
hardcore.
Yeah, your mom is part of this family. And so you didn't come in as an outsider. You got to go to the front of the line. So that's that's pretty cool, man. That doesn't happen often.
I'm so honored because of it.
Right on, Andy. And now, before I let you go, thank you for taking the time to call in. But who did you see? The one speaker or presenter that you saw that just blew your mind? Only one. Just give me one. The top.
Only one. Bashar.
Oh, Bashar. Was
Bashar.
That amazing? That was amazing. So you were there for Bashar. Okay. Oh, I did see your mom. Yeah, that's right. I did see you guys. Okay, that's right. My bad, Andy. I can't remember. But you're right. I said hello to you guys when I was leaving. Okay, so that's pretty amazing to see Bashar in a packed room like that. There was quite a number of people in there. I don't know if it was 500. It was probably pretty close to 700. It was a packed room. When you see him do that live, communicating to you and everybody else, it's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is so captivating. Like, everyone was asking the questions I had questions to. They were being answered right then and there.
Okay, I'm going to keep you on the line. Would you mind if I tell my Bashar story?
Go for it. I'd love to hear it.
Well, you were there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what
I would love to hear it again.
Yeah. So you were there from the beginning. Okay, so anyway, I got to after Bashar was done speaking to everybody, he started to take questions. And I had the honor and the privilege to be first, right? So I got to get up there. Now, this is what I thought, and there was a lot of people. I was nervous. It's Bashar, and I don't get nervous in front of a crowd. I love getting in front of a crowd, but it's Bashar, and I didn't know how this was going to go. And I thought I was going to ask a question. It would be a quick answer, and I would be out of there. And it turned out I was up there for like 15 minutes or 30 minutes having a conversation with Bashar, and that tripped me out. For you, that was the first time. Was that pretty trippy to see Bashar and I have an exchange like that in front of everybody?
You couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have said it, but you said it perfectly. He answered questions you didn't even know you had. That's basically what happened to me as well, and that was crazy. Like, How can somebody be so sure? I mean, how can an entity be so sure and so brilliantly confident?
And funny, yes, and funny. He was
funny.
He's so funny. When I said to Bashar, I go, I'm going to paraphrase here. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I said something like, okay, Bashar, I'm a media personality. I'm a talking head. And he cut me off and goes, "No, you have a body." Right? Right. And everybody laughed, and he threw me off my game right there. Just threw me off my game. It was so cool. But so anyway, my question to Bashar was, should we accept that we are living in some kind of, we feel like we're in a parallel reality right now, that we're caught between things because of fake news and this information coming from mass media? How do we learn to trust the news again? or should we go somewhere else for our information? And that was the question. And Bashar's answer, which was probably 10 minutes long, and again, to paraphrase, I won't go into all of it, but was that you need to trust yourself. That, you know, you can listen, but you got to understand who you're listening to. And they may not want to give you real information, and they're out there trying to mislead you intentionally, and it's always been that way. It wasn't something that is new, and that we need to learn to trust ourselves. And then he answered, and that's not an ambiguous answer. That is about as honest of an answer as he could have given me. It was spot on the money. Yeah. And then the second half of the question, which was the information, where should we get our information from? And again, he said, you need to go out and find the information that you can trust. You know, don't stop trying to get information. Don't do that. Don't shut yourself down. You know, that to go out there and seek the information that you trust and go with that. And there's a funny
saying. I think there's a pretty funny saying that pretty much covers that up. It's, I see it exists. I don't see it doesn't exist.
And that's exactly right. No, and that's exactly right. That's exactly right. And then, okay, so really quickly before I hit this break, I had another question, and this is where Bashar just slapped me around again. It was so funny when I said, okay, Bashar, can I ask a second question, if that's okay? And he goes, that's two questions. It just stopped me in my track. And then I forgot what my question was. And
I saw that on your face.
Yeah, everybody's laughing, and it threw me off my game. But anyway, my second question was, are we going to have disclosure in 2019? And what was really cool, when I asked that question, everybody applauded, right? And it just let me know that we were all on the same page. Everybody wanted that question to ask, and I got lucky by asking it. But anyway, Bashar said that there are things that are about to happen. And he gave a date, a window, but he also said that disclosure is quite possible in 2019. But it's not going to be the disclosure that we want or we expect. And the disclosure you need. He's right, too. He's right. Everybody expects the president to step up, you know, and that's disclosure, and the president's going to do some kind of live announcement. But he said that's not he said that whatever you're expecting, which is that's probably not going to be what's going to go down. But there you go, and that was so much fun, and I'm really glad you enjoyed it.
No, thank you so much. Yeah, no. I am so glad I got the chance to go out and experience and meet all these great people. And now I see that I'm welcome in the community, and I'm going to go out and live in the community.
There you go. Thank you so much, Andy. It was great meeting you and hanging out, and I'll see you at the next event, man.
Yes, you will.
Have
a good one.
Thank you, Andy. And that's Susie Q and Frankie Four Fingers. That's John Esch. That's their son, Andy. First conference coming out to Los Angeles and hanging out at the Conscious Life Expo. And he got his feet wet. He definitely got his feet wet. Okay, so now back to, I've got to head to a break here in just a second. I don't even know where to start, but now I have a lot of highlights over the weekend, but I'm going to share this. If you didn't see it, okay, I need to share this with you. Okay, what were, my highlights? There were so many, but for me, it was Eric Von Daniken signing the lady's book that I pulled up from the audience on Friday night. And what had happened was, this is the short version, I knew that I had a copy of Chariots of the Gods, and I knew what I wanted to do. I just was hoping it would happen the way that I was wanting it to happen, which was pick somebody from the audience that I didn't know. Can't know them, right? You don't want to, that's it. That's the first thing. And the second, that they didn't know what was happening. And nobody knew except for Eric and myself and Ramon. Nobody else knew. Nobody, not anybody at Conscious Life Expo, nobody backstage, none of the panelists, nobody knew. Oh, Rita, of course, knew. So I pointed at this lady sitting in the front row. Do you know me? I do not. Perfect. Come on up. She actually came up on stage. That's the other thing. You don't know if they're going to come up. She came up on stage. And I said to her, can you hold this book for me? I need to do something. So I hand her the book, and she's holding the book, and Eric's standing there. And I said, can you repeat after me? I said some other things. I was improvising. I don't remember what they were. But basically, I said, repeat after me. And she said, okay. I said, Eric. She goes, Eric. I said, Mr. Von Daniken. And she said, Mr. Von Daniken. And I said, will you please sign my new copy of Chariots of the Gods? And she just lost it. And, thank you for, I'm going to retweet this. This is it right here. This is the moment. This is K28. This is her. I can't remember her name. I think it was Donna. I might be wrong on that. But there she is. Repeat after me. There she is holding the book. And that's me. She has no idea. And when I said that to her, the next thing you know, she's taking selfies on stage with Eric. Took the time. Eric was just enjoying it so much. And that was a moment for me that was just absolutely incredible. Just absolutely incredible. And there you go. I'm going to retweet all of these pictures that you guys are doing right now during the break. Thank you for that. But that, to me, I had a lump in my throat. And then she took over the panel. Next thing I know, it was like I lost control of everything. She was so much fun. And to see the look on her face and how happy she was, it just made it all special. Oh, you guys actually got the moment when she's saying, all right, I'm going to post that up on Twitter right now. I'll get that all retweeted. This is Fade to Black. We are doing a full recap of the Conscious Life Expo 2019. When we come back after this break, we'll continue with the stories and the images and all of that. And we've got a special guest coming in right after the break. That's a surprise. And we'll do that right after we come back. This is Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church, on the Game Changer Network and KGRA The Planet. This is Fade to Black. Stay with us.
This is Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Radio Network and KGRA, the Global Radio Alliance.
This is KGRA Digital Broadcasting Station, Salt Lake City, Utah, Van Buren, Arkansas.
Come join us for the 2019 Conscious Life Expo in Los Angeles at the LAX Hilton. This year, we are celebrating the 50th anniversary of Chariots of the Gods with Eric Von Daniken, and I'll be hosting the panel with Eric, Linda Moulton Howe, Jason Martell, Billy Carson, and join George Norrie, Nassim Haramain, Robert Schock, Daniel Brinkley, Grant Cameron, Julia Mossbridge, and another 50 speakers who will be presenting at the 2019 Conscious Life Expo. Just go to ConsciousLifeExpo.com for tickets and a full conference schedule, or click on the CLE banner at JimmyChurchRadio.com. Go back, Lee Tappy.
Folks, this is very important information. What's to be said about CBD? AncientLifeOil.com. Our CBD is made from hemp and has 0.003 THC, which means this wonderful product won't get you high, no matter what amount you take. What does CBD do for the body? My hands are tied. But you can Google CBD benefits and be astounded. When you're finished reading, you'll want to log on to ancientlifeoil.com. That's ancientlifeoil.com and purchase. Life is good when you feel good. People are tired of pain. People are asking for non-GMO organic products to help them with, you fill in the blank. Legal in 49 states, and again, our CBD is made from hemp. Ancient Life Oil is about helping people one by one by one. If you wonder how good the product is, the CEO takes it every day without miss. AncientLifeOil.com. That's AncientLifeOil.com. Have a great day.
Hello, I'm Katie, and you're listening to my main man, Jimmy Church, on JimmyChurchRadio.com.
Hi, this is Ray Hobbs here, repping the planet, and you're listening to my good friend, Jimmy Church, Fade to Black, on the Game Changer Network and the KGRA digital broadcast station.
This is Toby Kebbell. You're listening to JimmyChurchRadio.com. Don't hurt me, Jimmy. I'm only little.
Hey, I'm Adrian Grenier. And this is Ari Gold. We're the Honey Brothers.
Yes.
We're of the Honey Brothers. Hey, I'm Adrian Grenier.
And I'm Ari Gold.
We're the Honey Brothers.
And you're listening to Jimmy Church.
The Revolution.
Reclaim your active lifestyle with Angioprim. Angioprim is the original liquid oral chelation supplement. Chelation helps remove toxins, heavy metals, and cholesterol in your veins and arteries that can cause blockages. Scientific research proves the active ingredient in Angioprim has superior oral chelation action that helps promote cardiovascular health. Find out more. Go to angioprim.com. Talk to a trained consultant by calling Angioprim toll-free 877-882-7221.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and you can become an official Fadernaut by just going to our membership section at jimmychurchradio.com.
Hey, it's Grace. Can we talk about something serious for a minute? Your age. Getting old has its perks. But remember, being a few years younger, you know, your hair was thicker, you didn't have so many wrinkles, that extra weight wasn't haunting you, and you just felt better. Well, we can't turn back the clocks and go back 10 or 15 years, but you can start feeling and looking 10 or 15 years younger with Nature's Youth RSF. It's a doctor-formulated daily supplement that helps your body maintain its peak performance and fight the aging process. Imagine sleeping better, looking better, and feeling better. See how Nature's Youth RSF has helped thousands of people just like you at nature'syouth.com. nature'syouth.com. Imagine how it will feel when your family and friends are asking you what you did to look so good. Your secret will be Nature's Youth RSF. It's time to start looking better and feeling better. Learn more and order your Nature's Youth RSF at nature'syouth.com. That's nature'syouth.com. That's nature'syouth.com.
Hello, this is Serena Wright Taylor from Conscious Life Expo, and you're listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church, who holds the Lucky Pony record for the best astrological chart since 1963. True story.
This is Micah Hanks of the Gralien Report, and you're listening to Jimmy Church on Fade to Black, across the globe on the Game Changer Radio Network and the one and only KGRA Radio, The Planet.
All right, welcome back, Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. Tonight, we are recapping the 2019 Conscious Life Expo. Yes, we are on the air tonight. Coming up with the energy to, you know, one would think we would take tonight off. And I'm serious. Rita earned it. I earned it. We, leading up to the Conscious Life Expo and us leaving last week, we had our 1,000th show last Thursday night. Left after that show, went down, set up our booth. Obviously, then worked all weekend, left all day yesterday, left last night, got home late last night, and then boom, here we are tonight with you. You keep your foot on the gas. So much energy, so much fun, and recapping the magic of the weekend. You have to do it tonight. You can't do it tomorrow. You've got to do it tonight. And everybody had so much fun, and they need to they need to know how much Rita and I appreciate everything that went down. It's just so cool, so much fun. So, okay. Other quick highlights for me. I mean, these are just like my moments. But one of them is, I almost reached around and tapped him on his head right here. Vader the Fader. That's right. We took him to the expo, and we had him at the booth right there for everybody to see. And the reactions from everybody, because look, I'm holding him up to the camera. You can see it. The size of the skull, and he's magnificent, and all of that. Just a very strong presence. It's a whole nother ball game when you have him there in person, greeting everybody right in the middle of the table. One after another just came up, and they just could not believe how handsome he is. Just an unbelievable work of art, and he's literally this big, and to think about the beautiful piece of crystal, smoky quartz, that this was created from, right? Because that piece of crystal must have been huge. You got to get to the flawless part in the middle to create something, that impressive. Anyway, so Vader was there, and having so many come up and just feel right the energy around him. Nobody wanted to talk to Rita, talk to me. Nancy and Stacy and Kelly are sitting there, and Gigi's hanging out. All those Fader not celebrities. Everybody wanted to check out Vader the Fader. Yeah. And then, just as I said that, Rita just popped this up. Karen gifted us 2 pyrite skulls. And so we were able to put them on both sides of Vader. And the, how do I do this here? Put them up on both sides of Vader, and that just popped up here. So let me get this into retweet. I told you guys I wouldn't do this in real time because Rita's handling all the images. But you have to see this. So let me get this up in Fade to Black. There it is. So those 2 skulls on both sides are now getting the energy from Vader. They're getting energized. That came from Einstein, right? Like right in a row, boom, boom, boom. And I want to thank Karen for those 2 skulls. Oh, also, really quick, Lisa Frith, she does this thing every year at conferences, and she's so cool with this. She goes around and she gifts people with a little pouch, and in that little pouch will be your intro skull, right? Nice little cruiser guy, right? And you don't know until you're walking away, and then you'll open it. This is for you, and then you open it up, and and there's mine. Here's mine from Lisa. I got this years ago, right? Okay, so. And that's what starts you on your journey, right? You start with this, and then you go to this, right? And then onwards and upwards. But Lisa, thank you so much. And once again, Lisa is like the first and last people that we see at every conference, and she was there again this year. So cool. The moments with Vader was something very special because we had spoken about and shown Vader on the air so many times, and I go back and I'm repeating myself, but you don't want to feel like nobody is listening, or that they may be listening, but the stuff that you're talking about, they are not interested in. That's the thing. I mean, these are things that interest me and interest Rita for, that's why we do it. But to have everybody come up, there's Vader. Is that Vader? That's Vader. Vader. Over and over again. It just made it so special and so cool. So Vader the Fader was the hit of our booth. And I do want to thank Carolyn Ford and, of course, Lisa Frith for all of that and our genuine interest that we have. It's very genuine in skulls and what they represent and the magic that is involved there, the energy that is involved. I was told, okay, so we have Vader over at the house is in our bedroom and facing us, still is, by the way. And before Vader came in, and I want to say this to everybody that doesn't know or appreciate what goes on with the power of skulls. Okay, so Rita and I sleep really well, right? Well, when we do get to sleep, boom, we're out. We love dreaming. We love to sleep and re-energize and all of that stuff. We bring Vader in, and we set Vader up at the foot of our bed, facing us, with some other skulls that we have, and they're all facing. And suddenly we couldn't sleep. Yeah, couldn't sleep. Suddenly, sleep was not part of. We're like, what's going on? Talking to Carolyn Ford, and she goes, "You've got him facing you? What? You guys can't sleep?" And we're like, "Yeah, maybe that's why we can't sleep." She goes, No. You need to point him in the other direction. And yeah, that's the power of it. All right, our first special guest of the evening is now joining us, and it's Stacey Herrick. Stacey with an I. Stacey. I feel so special. Stacey with an I with a heart. How are you, Stacey? Are you okay? Did you travel safe?
I did travel safe. It was a little crazy. I flew out from LA at 1 a.m. I hit Denver just around 4 and pulled in my driveway just as the night sky was going away, and I feel like I went down Alice's.
Hey, Stacey, can I ask you a favor? Can you take me off of speaker?
You're not on speaker.
Oh,
Let me take off my earbuds.
Oh, maybe that's it.
How's that?
Oh, see, now the world really knows what you sound like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Guess maybe it was just my cold.
No.
Sorry about that. So where do I need to start over? What babble did you miss?
No, we heard all the babble. It was just the babble came from the end of a long tunnel. So we heard it all.
I'm telling you, I went down the tunnel.
Yeah.
It happened.
What a weekend, huh? What a weekend.
And it's so weird to think less than 24 hours ago, I was sitting with you and we were saying, what a weekend in person. And then it was a weekend. It was intense and crazy. Yeah,
actually, it's 8:00 here. So we were together until 11:30 last night. So we were, yeah. We still had another 3 hours to go. Kind of sad, isn't it? Kind of sad. We had such a great time. Okay, this is what I want to do. If you don't mind, will you indulge me?
I will indulge you.
Thank you. There is a nice story out there amongst the Fadernauts, and the Colorado knots, right? About this paper plate. So
it's this mythical paper plate. It's not mythical.
No, it's not. It's real, and I finally got to find out. So this is what I want to do. Indulge me. Give us, without going overboard, give us the 60-second, the 30-second version of what the plate is, because the second half of the story, the second half is the long one that I want to take time on. Okay, so...
Well, I had a chance to meet Linda Moulton Howe at a small conference put on by David Pilates last spring and have this great moment out on the porch with her where she was graciously talking to everybody through her lunch break and holding a paper plate still, so I offered to throw it away for her, thinking there was a trash can behind me. I, in the hubbub, pocketed it and found it 2 hours later and found it the most hysterical, absurd thing in my purse. and had to keep it because it was so funny, and it has reached such like mythical, legendary proportions. The tale of Linda's plate, and people will ask me, "Where's Linda's plate? You have Linda's plate?" And it has become really funny.
So this paper plate that's your version of the story. I think you're a stalker. And I am not a stalker. And you took it home and you slept with it under your pillow. And when you wake up, you take it into the shower with you.
Well, you saw it. It's not soggy or that worn. It's just been in my basket of notebooks from conferences.
And what's funny about that, I'm making a joke about it, right?
I know.
But as this story continues, I had to almost use the stalker thing with Linda. Okay, so now I'm going to set this up for you. Stacy brings the paper plate with her. She posted a picture on Twitter of her luggage with the paper plate on top of the luggage. She flies out to LA for the conference, right? Well, Linda's there, and so is the paper plate. And so the request came in, Jimmy, can you get a hold of Linda and maybe she could sign the plate? Right. And so Stacy and Kelly was there standing in front of me. I actually called Linda and she picked up. Right. Well, there's a miracle. Right. and I said, Linda, where are you? She says, I'm in my room. I said, OK, I've got a couple of friends that I want you to meet. And I said, Linda, I'll explain everything when we get there. But is it cool? And she said, Jimmy, I trust you. Let's do this. Here's my room number. And I went, how cool is this? So we hang up and we go and jump on the elevator and we go up and knock on Linda's door. Now I'm handing the story over to you. Stacy, what happened next?
Okay, well, first of all, can you imagine the sensation of walking with Jimmy Church into the elevator knowing you're going up to Linda Moulton Howe's room? Like, that was intense and amazing and scary and blew my mind, and it happened really fast, and I'm so glad for that because I would have been thinking about it and freaking out. But we got there, and she welcomed us in so warmly. She's so warm, and that's why people, aside from being brilliant, but she's just so warm and true, and that's why she's so loved.
And she didn't know why we were there, right? And she goes, "Come on in, sit down. Tell me."
Oh, I know.
Tell me what's up. Yeah. Tell me why you're here. She had no idea. So anyway,
no idea.
Okay,
so I plopped down. She sits in the chair, and I plopped down on the end of the bed, and proceeded to tell her the story of how I met her last summer, and we had this encounter, and then I discovered the paper plate, and she's, leaning in with her big eyes, and she's so focused and listening, and I'm telling her the story, and I'm waiting for the giggle to begin because I know she's going to start giggling at some point, and I don't know when she did, but her laughter was so great, like as she realized that I had the paper plate, and I whipped it out, and I said, and I was so much hoping you could sign it while I was here today. She laughed, Jimmy, like that was the best thing. Hearing her laugh so hard, because I've laughed so hard at the story over the year. I've gotten such fun out of it, and I'm glad she did too. And she so happily, graciously signed the plate, and I had Kelly filming it, so there may be a video leak any moment as we're speaking, just so everyone knows. And you were so fun to have there cheering me on and excited and part of it. And that was the craziest thing.
It was so much fun. And she loved every minute of it. And so back to the whole stalker thing, right? I had to look, I might have freaked out a little bit if somebody started to tell me this story. And I said, Linda, Kelly and Stacy are friends and they work with us. It's all cool. Nobody's a stalker here. I had to just get that out, and she just laughed. And I don't think Linda, who has seen it all, right? Truly seen it all, for her, I guarantee you, she has never had anybody hit her with that story, and it was great.
And as being like the number one Linda Moulton House fangirl, that was the best thing that I knew. She went home remembering my story from this conference, and it will bring her chuckles for a while. That was a treat. And Jimmy, thank you so much for making that happen. That was really a magical moment for me.
Well,
so great.
Now, everybody has to know. Were you a little nervous? I mean, that's a pretty strange zone to go into with a personality like Linda. She's an icon, and you're going into a zone. Were you a little nervous?
I was really nervous. I mean, like I said, going up in the elevator, that was so, like, I was, if there had been any lead time, if you had been like, so we're going to, hook up with her at 2:00 and I had 2 hours to think about it, I would have lost my mind. But I had no time to think about it, and that's what was so great. I was pretty nervous, but I had met her before, and I guess, I just, from that time I spent on the porch with her, as she was just sharing this deep story with everyone who was listening, just so impromptu. And she just felt so warm, and so I wasn't that nervous. I was nervous, but not petrified. I just wanted her to laugh and not think I was crazy. I guess that's what I was most nervous about.
When we left the room, okay, I'm gonna tell you what was going through my mind. Okay, this is what was as we left, the door closed. We're walking down the hall to the elevator. This is what's going through my mind. Did that just happen? That's what I was thinking. What was going through your mind?
Pretty much that. Only I have to admit that I really thought that and probably said that out loud to Kelly or someone else I was with at least like 5 times a day at Conscious Life Expo. So to be real, it was like amazing thing after another, doing a special women's circle with Tracy Ash and then hanging out at the bar with amazing people. And I mean, like every moment was amazing, but that one, like who gets to go up to Linda Moulton Howe's room and have her sign
Nobody.
a plate that you stole from her? Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody. I'm blessed.
And we're not going to give no secrets. We're not going to give any secrets away. But we may have a recipe from Linda for the Fate or Not cookbook. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Because
I will tell you that it did come up in conversation.
Yes. That's it. That's it. It might have happened. It may have come up, but it may just be the most. If it does happen, right? Wink, wink. It may be the most. It may be the most unique recipe in the entire book.
The most sublime. It could be phenomenal. Yeah.
Now, one of the things that I love about you and our group of friends is the amount of laughter that we generate.
Oh,
I mean, did you laugh this much ever in your life? How much fun happened?
No, not until I found this family. I mean, and that's what I look forward to the most when I go to the conferences, the in-between time when we laugh because we do. There's so much joy and just so much love bubbling over when we get to be together.
Mm-hmm.
That it is nothing but just this abundant fun.
So,
and I have to say, oh, you go.
I'm looking at the clock here. We've got a couple of minutes left. I wanted to say this. I'm going to throw myself under the bus a little bit. So Stacy hangs out with me so much now that she said this comment that ended up getting repeated all weekend. But she said this comment. She says, "Jimmy, your celebrity status has ended with me." Right? and there's a but.
But I did come back to, but you are the shit for what you made happen with Linda Moulton House.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So I got it back. But and the point being, that's how much we hang out, and that's what makes everything so special. Is is now you know that I wear, stretchy pants. And see, the thing is...
I said that was overheard. I did not out that as you. I said it was just overheard at Conscious Life Expo. But everyone, you can go back through my tweets and see what might have been said about stretchy pants.
Oh, man. And my question from Bashar is on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to peep this out. I'm wondering if I can. I'm wondering if I can play it. If I played it, I might save this for Fader night. I might get flagged, right? I'll get flagged for copyright infringement. Yeah, I don't want to do that, but it's actually out there. I'll put the link up for everybody in Twitter. I can't get flagged for that. But okay, so really quick, what was your highlight besides the plate? The plate better be your highlight because that was my highlight.
Well, that is my highlight.
Yeah.
Shoot. You know what? I think another highlight was, when we were all posted up in the bar. And then we kind of entourage style went in this mass posse over to Billy's dance party and, or his hip hop party he was having over there. And it was so much fun. I look over and, okay, you guys just have to imagine here's like Lisa Frith and me and Rita and Kelly and just us women. But this isn't necessarily the music that at least I listen to, but we were having a great time. And I suddenly started giggling at this image of this like row of these four women doing the 1980s bop from side to side.
Yep.
At this really awesome like rap concert. It was pretty hardcore, but that was so much fun. Like all going in mass, and
it was
such a good time.
It was funny because I didn't even know because I was in the front of all of us when we were walking through the hallways, and you said, the entourage. And I turned around and looked, and we got 20 people in this group, right? All behind me, and I went, "Wow, this is how you do it, right here.
Right.
That's how you walk into a party."
That is how you walk into a party.
Now I know what Floyd Mayweather feels like, right? It's
right.
It's kind of like that where all of us are friends. This is our entourage. This is our group. This is the thing. And we just rolled into that party and closed that thing down. That was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It really was.
Epic weekend. Stacey, thank you for being you, and thank you for all of your support and everything that you did with us this weekend. I just can't thank you enough.
It was so much fun.
It was.
Well, thank you, Jimmy. And my love to Rita and all the Fader knots.
Absolutely. Now, do me a favor and try to get some sleep and take care of that cold. All right? Deal?
I will. Absolutely, deal.
Thank you so much,
night.
Stacey. Thank you so much. Stacey Herrick. That's Stacey with an I with a heart on top. Stacey Herrick. This is Fade to Black. Tonight we're recapping the 2019 Conscious Life Expo with all of you. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. We'll be right back after this short break. Stay with us.
Way out here, we listen to Jimmy Church.
You're listening to Fade to Black.
Always on the edge of the hottest alternative talk. Jimmy Church with Fade to Black. KGRARadio.com.
¿Qué tal, mis amigos? Yo soy Mario Carson, el tiburón, y los invito para que escuchen a mi buen amigo Jimmy Church Radio. ¡Claro que sí!
Hurricanes, earthquakes, wildfires. This year we've experienced more than our fair share. This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black. And last month I decided to make sure my family does not have to worry about food should we get caught in a real emergency situation. Introducing Numana, a healthy, storable product that tastes so good that you'll want to eat it every day instead of just during those times of duress. All Numana products have a 25-year shelf life, are MSG and GMO-free, no preservatives, and are made in America. With the Numana pack in your home, you'll be able to sleep at night knowing that you've protected your family. Not only have I tasted and tested, I own it. Now you can too. Just click on the Numana banner on jimmychurchradio.com and use the promo code Jimmy when you order. In addition to a discount, we'll send you an autographed Fade to Black t-shirt. Seriously, go Beckley Tappy. Do you want to be an official Fade or not? Of course you do. This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black. Just go to our membership section at jimmychurchradio.com. Introducing the new Surfer Music app. Listen, Fade or not, you know I love my music. This is my go-to for all things notes. The Surfer app is a brand new concept in music listening. Surfer is free, providing unlimited access to thousands of live streaming radio stations. Surfer is an exciting, interactive listening experience. Discovery and surprise are built right in. Surfer is your destination to discover and rediscover great live streaming music. It features high-quality audio streams, free access to music from thousands of live streaming radio stations, unlimited listening, unlimited skipping. You get a music visualizer, and you can also select your favorite channels. Get it at the Apple App Store or Google Play. Just search Surfer Music or click on the Surfer banner at jimmychurchradio.com. Go Beckley Tappy.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7, with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
You listen to us, and we listen to you. And so does the CIA. KGRARadio.com.
If you have hard water, the lime scale not only leaves white spots, it clogs pipes and breaks down appliances, costing you hundreds of dollars in energy and wear. Eliminate lime scale and other water issues like brown staining and bad odors with HydroCare water products, available from Wave Home Solutions. Wave's affordable water systems don't use salts or chemicals. You'll love the way your water tastes, smells, and looks. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, go to bestwater123.com. That's bestwater123.com.
Are you intrigued by paranormal talk radio? You'll love the new paranormal radio app from TalkStream Live. You'll find a great selection of talk shows covering UFOs, ghosts, strange phenomena, and much more. Download the paranormal radio app now and start listening to the very best in paranormal talk entertainment, including the network you're listening to right now, the paranormal radio app, free in Google Play and the iOS App Store.
You are listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Network.
Oi, oi, I'm Reese Evans. You're listening to Jimmy Church. This is Revolution. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution is on radio. Ciao.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Tonight we are recapping the 2019 Conscious Life Expo. All of the images, and there are hundreds of them, are posted and being posted in real time over on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. Hashtag F2B is the sandbox where everything is getting hit up on. Of course, you can follow me there too as well at JChurchRadio. And I've got my stuff going up, and Rita's posting up too as well. Okay, where was I going next? Oh, I have two things I want to get to really quick, and then we'll continue. One is I have the video here of Bashar and me asking Bashar a question. And I haven't listened to it yet. I've seen the video. I don't know what the audio sounds like. So let me see if this happens. Here we go.
I think you have more of a body than that.
And I think I can speak for everybody in this room that lately we think we're in another reality when it comes to the media and fake news.
Yes.
What advice can you give all of us today to either learn to trust the media again, or is there another way we should all be getting our information and thinking?
All right, well, it's not about shoulds, it's about what you prefer. But it's not even about trusting the media, it's about trusting yourselves. The idea of what's going on is this. You are now literally beginning to experience the physical effects of your world splitting into multiple parallel reality versions of Earth. Literally, physically. The idea is you're going to see...
Okay, so that's it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, but there it is. I'm glad that the moment was captured. I'm going to go back and I'll clean up the audio. But there it is. I'm glad somebody caught it. And I'll clean it up and we'll play it back on Thursday night on Fader Night, because his answer is incredible. And this is a cell phone video, but I have the technology to clean everything up. All right. Now the second thing. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Thank you, Rita. Is let me do this. Got it. Yeah, Rita, I'll do it right now. Is Saturday night they had a talent show, right? It was called Expo's Got Talent. And the participants that got up there, talent all over the place, incredible. And I expected that. Well, wait a minute. I didn't expect so many, because I know some of the talents that people have there, and they're great. I didn't expect to have 15 contestants get up there and nail it like they did. And so it was incredible. Right before that, I'm going to complete this story in just a second. Right before that, though, was the award ceremony, the Lifetime Achievement Awards. And they went out to this year to Daniel Brinkley, Paola Harris, and Marianne Williamson, and Eric Von Daniken. And the place was packed. And to have those four get up there, it was really cool. And this year, because anytime you get a Lifetime Achievement Award, I know what people think. It's just favors, just being. Those four earned it. There's no question about it. They've dedicated their entire lives to their careers and to the community. So there is that, but there was no question about how deserving they were. And Eric Von Daniken getting up there and getting this award, and Daniel Brinkley, and Paula just deserves it. We're talking about 30, 40 years, in Eric's case 50 years. Daniel, dying and coming back so many times, and again. Daniel just had open heart surgery again. He went through it again, and here he is. And that just happened in December. We had him on Coast to Coast right after his surgery, and he could barely make the show. He had told me right before showtime, and normally I have him on for a full segment for 30 minutes, and it's like, man, I see if I can do 5 minutes. And he's whispering. There he was at the Conscious Life Expo and received his award. And so that went down first. Great award ceremony. Anyway, so then we go to Expo's Got Talent. That's right. I sang. I did. I sang. So now everybody up there, and I'm looking at this talent, and I'm just watching everybody get up there. I'm like, man, this is going to be bad. It's going to be bad for me, but I'm committed, and I'm standing there, and I'm standing there with George, and he goes, so when are you going up? I go, I think I'm going to be last. Right? And I was so hoping there was a way I could get out of it. But anyway, as George says that to me, and up next, our very own Jimmy Church. Oh, no. Now that's it. I'm stuck. And I know what everybody thought in that room. What is going on? He ain't got no talent. So I get up and I sing Bohemian Rhapsody a cappella. I got one word out. I got one word out. And then I was so nervous. So I said, Mama, right? I get that out. And then I forgot the words. And something else came out of my mouth. I don't even know what I said next. All I heard was the horns. Burp. It's rigged. It was rigged. They didn't give me a chance. And I should have gotten a do-over. It was rigged. Tommy Danheiser couldn't wait to buzz me. He just couldn't wait. It was rigged. It was rigged. But anyway, it was so much fun. And I got through it. I took it. That's it. I got the buzzer, and I thanked everybody and walked off the stage a little bit embarrassed. But it was so much fun, and to make everybody laugh. Okay, well, they laughed at me, but that was so cool. So we walked off, and I go up to George. He's shaking his head, and he turns to me and he says, which he does every year, Jimmy, get me out of here. I'm leaving. I said, okay. So George and I walk out, and we're going up the hallway and taking him over to the elevator. And he's just like, man, I would have never done that. but you used to be right here, Church, but now you're way up here, man. You're all right. And I said, thanks, man. And we shook hands and departed ways, and he left the expo. So that was the talent contest. The winners of the contest, which I actually have here, I'm going to do two things with this. Okay, I have the video. I have it here. The winners were Linda and Malcolm, who are a duet, and they're absolutely incredible. Okay, so let's make that point perfectly clear. They're unbelievable. But Robert Perala and Linda came up to the Fade to Black booth and sang for us. And I have the video here, and I'm going to play it, and I'm going to hold it up to the microphone. I'm going to do an edited version of this because the audio is amazing, and you'll get to hear the whole thing correctly. But in the meantime, let me see what I can do, okay? Let's
Jimmy, this is for you. Fade to Black, best radio ever. This is for you and Rita. It goes like this. I love you.
We love you, Jimmy. That's it.
That's it. Yes. Holy crap.
Okay, so that's the teaser video. Okay, that's the teaser. They did the full blown version right after that for everybody there at the booth. It was so much fun, and so they were the winners of the Expo's Got Talent. Very, very, very cool. Okay, so now let's go to some more highlights for me personally. And I want to go back to the Ancient Aliens panel at on Friday night, and my guests on the panel were Jason Martell, Linda Moulton Howe, of course, Eric, Billy Carson, and the Rabbi Ariel Bar-Zadok. And anyway, so Linda being Linda, you have to first picture this here. There's about 1,000 people in this room, right? Sold out, it's packed. And what I mean by sold, I mean that's it. It's full, right? It's full. And it's also being broadcast. It's live. It's a live stream. And Linda reveals, and as she does in full Linda Moulton Howe style, for the first time about her Navy SEAL whistleblower that has been to Antarctica, 2 miles under the ice, through these rooms, and I think she said covering 62 acres, 2 miles underground. And she blew everybody's minds. That's the first thing. That this Navy SEAL, who she has been interviewing, I believe she said for 2 years, and I asked her if he would go public. And right now, getting to this point is as far as it is going to go. But the future is the future. There's that part. But then she started to reveal for the first time some of his revelations. And one of them that stuck with me was she described, and again, you'll have to go back and reference the video for the exact stuff, and she did a presentation the next day, and I know that now this is probably up on Earth Files. Okay, so you can get the exact specifics. But the gist of one of the things was that each one of these rooms had a giant black basalt door that you could open with one finger. Yeah. And she said that these rooms, which were down a long hallway, again, 2 miles underneath the ice, and these rooms covered 62 acres, and these rooms were continuous going up these hallways with these black basalt doors that you would open. She also said that there was writing that was there. She also mentioned, again, I want everybody to go and listen to Linda's presentation on this and her descriptions of everything to be accurate. But that the dating on this now is going back a very, very long time, where we have to question a couple of things here. First, when was Antarctica tropical? Was it always even there? Was it, in another location here on Earth? Did it float down? Which is, with some kind of a tectonic shift. And that's a big, some kind of continental drift. There's that part of it. But anyway, that the dating on this is pushing things back a very, very long way. And there was writing, there was script, and the details of that I don't have, but I think Linda's going to be coming forward with all of this. It was mind-blowing. When I say mind-blowing, you could have heard a pin drop. You could have heard a pin drop. It was just incredible to hear. So that was another extreme highlight for the weekend. The moments of the Ancient Aliens panel, which I wanted everybody there. It's a special evening. It's the 50th anniversary of Chariots of the Gods, of course. But for everybody there, I wanted to make sure that they were I wanted to learn something that I didn't know before, right? I do that, so does everybody else. And I think individually, and that goes with Jason Martell and Linda and Billy and, of course, the rabbi, that each one of them shared something that they had never really talked about before. What was the one thing about Chariots of the Gods that they came away with? We got all of that, and I got the same questions and answers out of Eric Von Daniken. And for him to be so open and forward with what was special about Chariots of the Gods for him that he wanted everybody to know, so we got those answers. And he had a few. I asked for one. He gave a few. He did go to the Tomb of Palenque as being one of the highlights for him in the book. I had told him the ancient astronaut in the dome that they used for the movie posters that had the little pointed thing on the front. It's a sphere with the flames coming out of the back with the ET in the middle that's got the controls, and he's like looking out the window. And Eric said, that was from Yugoslavia, and Eric said that he wasn't looking down, that he was looking behind him, which is even trippier. And Eric agreed that was also a highlight for him, and for me, it certainly was. But to have everybody individually bring that up was really, really cool. Now, some behind-the-scenes stuff. I just want to share this with everyone. Before the panel, the rabbi and I were backstage talking about Chariots of the Gods. And we were also, this was referenced on this show, maybe even Coast to Coast with the rabbi, about Ezekiel's wheel. And the rabbi and I, right before the panel, were talking about it. And, okay, so anyway, Ezekiel's wheel comes up. And Eric is talking about Ezekiel's wheel and that, that he definitely saw a real craft and the description of it and the shape of it. And Eric, gives his opinion of what Ezekiel saw. And I looked right down. You can watch the video because this is what happens. I'm standing at the end of the table and I'm looking at the rabbi. And the rabbi's looking at me. And I walk down to the rabbi as Eric is talking about Ezekiel's wheel. And I move the microphone over to the front of the rabbi. And I go, all right. And he whispers in my ear, I'm not going to touch it, Jimmy. Don't even make me do it. And I said, I didn't think you would, but there's the microphone. And we laughed. But it was me letting the rabbi and I connecting at that moment, knowing that just a few minutes before we were talking about that very subject. I heard it. He heard it. I just let him know, okay, there's the microphone, brah. What you going to say now? And it was just a little joke. I didn't want him to say anything, but the point was him and I had that moment on stage, and that's what's going down during the Ezekiel's wheel comment. It's the only time I walked on that side of the stage. It was the only time, and that was it. And we had our little laugh, and I walked back, and the rabbi, being the professional, cool guy that he is, didn't say anything. It was a moment. So that's my little inside thing for all of you. And now, okay, I'm looking at a couple of things here. One of them, I'm just gonna retweet this. I didn't want to do this live during the show, which is talk about a picture and retweet, but I'm gonna retweet this. This is a picture of K28 and Rita and I, and I'm giving K28 the rabbit ears. And Rita looking at me going, Jimmy, don't do it. And I did. And Kay, I don't know if Kay knew it or not, but if he did, he was very nice about it. But I had to. So that's it. That's K28, everybody. Right there, getting the rabbit ears. That's what's going on. I do want to, I'm going to retweet this picture here, because in a few minutes we're going to talk about this picture when we come back off the break. But there they are. There's the team right there. There's Karen, Nancy, Rita, Kelly, and Stacy together. I have never heard 5 women laugh so loud and so long in my entire life. And this is a very special picture. I'm going to retweet this too as well. The crew, the laughing crew. This is it. That's a special picture for me. Thank you, Rita, for posting it. And there are literally hundreds of pictures up here for everybody to check out. Just go to hashtag F2B. You can also follow me at JChurchRadio. You can follow Rita at GCRN. That's Game Changer Radio Network. GCRN Fade to Black. And there are hundreds and hundreds of pictures here. Totally incredible. There's Serena. See, this is what I don't want to do. I didn't look at any of these pictures for the entire show, and you guys are having all the fun. There's the rabbi. And, okay. Rita, really quick, I don't know if you've got these up yet. I want you to post the 2 pictures that we have of the rabbi. One is the selfie. I had to take a rabbi selfie, so that's in there. The second image is the next day, and I'm introducing Rabbi Ariel Bar-Zadok at Conscious Life Expo, and he's up on stage, and I didn't even see it, and he opens up his jacket, and he's wearing a Fade to Black T-shirt. So those are there, Rita. If you could please post those so I can retweet them during the break where we are now. Back to the rabbi. Okay, so Friday morning, doing our thing, and the rabbi comes up and says, yo. I said, yo, God, it's great to meet you. We sit and we talk for about a half an hour Friday morning. And I look, and I thought that, he's got a yarmulke on, right? And I look, and he doesn't just have a yarmulke. He's got a Harley Davidson yarmulke. I didn't even know that was legal. Is it? I don't know. Is it officially a yarmulke if you've got a Harley Davidson logo on it? Or is it just a beanie with a Harley Davidson? I mean, it looks like a yarmulke. So, anyway, I went, dude, you ride? And he goes, yep. Really? Yep. And we ended up talking Harley Davidsons for about 10 or 15 minutes. Didn't talk UFOs, didn't talk time travel, didn't talk the Anunnaki, the Nephilim. We didn't do any of that. We talked Harley Davidsons. And I'm going to tell you, I knew that he was cool and he was fun. He was smart. He's a teacher. He's an educator. He's all of that. But the Harley Davidson twist just took things up a notch for me. What a cool guy. And I noticed the logo, right? I'm standing behind, and I thought, is that a symbol? Or does that say Harley Davidson? And he kind of turned his head. Then he had taken it off and put on an actual yarmulke. And he's holding it, and that's when I saw it. I went, you've got to be kidding me. That is how cool the rabbi is. So, Rita, if you could get those up, I want to retweet those during the break. I need to take a break right here. When we come back, we're going to be joined with another very special guest with another very cool moment from the Conscious Life Expo. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. That's what we are doing tonight. We're doing a recap of the 2019 Conscious Life Expo. We've got over 100 images posted. We've got another 100 coming. This is what we do every year, the day after the CLE. I'll be right back after this short break. Stay with us.
Hi, everybody. This is Rob Halford, the Metal Guard on JimmyChurchRadio.com.
This is KGRA Digital Broadcasting Station. Salt Lake City, Utah. Van Buren, Arkansas.
Poor water quality is a major health issue, and it's only getting worse. Municipalities can't keep up. Standards have dropped, and pollutants are increasing. Where does it all end? It ends by keeping the pollutants outside of your home with HydroCare's advanced systems available at Wave Home Solutions. No less than the best purification materials and processes have been developed by HydroCare to provide you with healthy, clean water for drinking, cooking, and showering. HydroCare far surpasses the competition in removing chlorine, odors, iron, lead, chemicals, limescale, and much more. Don't settle for less when it comes to your water. We'll take care of the toughest water problems for you, whether it's from a city or well source. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, call 888-997-WAVE. That's 888-997-WAVE. Or go to bestwater123.com. That's bestwater123.com.
Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
Your contact for current news and trending topics. KGRARadio.com.
Does your basement or crawl space have a damp, musty smell? Well, watch out. That's a sign of too much moisture and not enough ventilation. And that can mean increased mold growth and the buildup of harmful toxins and gases. Don't bother with a dehumidifier. It just circulates the same unhealthy air. Now there's a better way to remove these dangers and odors. It's with the computerized Wave Moisture Control Unit that reduces moisture and expels pollutants.
We replaced our old dehumidifier with the Wave unit, and in only 3 weeks, our basement is dry and the musty smell is gone.
Wave units require no maintenance, no buckets of water or filters, and costs only pennies a day to run. Breathe better, live healthier with an affordable, no-maintenance Wave unit. Call 888-717-WAVE, 888-717-WAVE, or visit dryhealthyhome.com, dryhealthyhome.com.
Ride the wave. Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and I only drink Fade to Black blend coffee from River Moon. Just click on the River Moon coffee banner at jimmychurchradio.com. Promo code F2B Blend.
So are you tired of being tired? Well, then it's time to get the tea. Hey, it's Lisa here to tell you about this all-natural, all-organic tea I've been drinking that has had great results for over 20 years. It's called Life Change Tea, and it's specially formulated to help detoxify and cleanse your kidneys, liver, colon, and blood all at once. The colon is one of the most ignored organs in the human body. The faster that waste is eliminated from the body, the less time that waste sits in our intestines, spreading toxins to our bloodstream. This tea helps cleanse chemicals caused by outside intruders from our entire digestive system. And get this, weight loss can be a side effect. And with continued use of the tea, you can experience clearer, healthier, younger looking skin, increased energy, and a happier outlook on life. So if you're tired of being tired, get the Life Change Tea at getthetea.com. That's getthetea.com. And like me, you'll be glad you did.
Did you know that when you're on the road with limited data or Wi-Fi available, you can still listen to every minute of Fade to Black by just calling 605-562-4482. No smartphone, app, or internet needed. It saves your data plan and no extra cost if you have unlimited minutes. Just call 605-562-4482. You can listen to me, Jimmy Church, on any phone, anytime, anywhere. Go Beckley Tappy.
You want to know a secret? I love ponies. I really love ponies. I'm serious. I couldn't stay sane without ponies to brush.
Why Fade to Black? Because you never got that pony, damn it.
This is Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Radio Network and KGRA, the Global Radio Alliance.
Welcome back. Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Tonight, we are doing our annual Conscious Life Expo recap. This is 2019. Just went down all weekend long at the LAX Hilton. Great time. Great time. And for your enjoyment, there is, I just retweeted and got it up there, there is Rabbi Ariel Bar-Zadok sporting his colors as he was speaking to his audience, and he just turned to me and opened up his jacket, and bam! How cool is that? How cool is that? Just absolutely amazing. Okay, so in a moment, we've got another special guest we're going to bring in and share something with all of you that I know absolutely nothing about, and I'm pretty excited about this. So now, back to, okay. All right, now I've got a couple of other things. One of them, Rita, we have enough time to get this in. If you could, Rita, let's do this. Just posted up is, and I want to make sure that I get this in for everybody, which is Robert Schock and I, each year, we manage to take pictures of each other, taking pictures of each other. Well, the tradition continued, and here we go. So the pictures are here, and the there you go. Okay, this is done, and here you go. So okay. So, and I think Brad took this. I want to thank Brad for posting this, but here we go. Once again, and so the picture off of my phone is there too as well, so you can see. Look. And Katie and Robert, again, it's a family. This is a small community. It's such an honor and a privilege to have a circle of friends like this. And Katie and Robert and Rita and I are friends. And to get the opportunity to go up and introduce somebody, not as my gig, not as my job or anything, but somebody that I respect and admire and call friend, and that certainly is Dr. Robert Schock. And this thing that we started so many years ago to continue that tradition, right? To be able to do that and have fun with it is just great. So that's what that series of pictures is right there, and there it is in real time. You get to. You get to peep that out. Now, okay. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, I keep talking about the laughter. Okay, so I keep talking about the laughter where I would go up and the crew is just laughing loud, and we experienced this so much that I knew that something was going on, and I wasn't being told everything, right? I wasn't being told what was actually happening, because when you go up to a group of people and they're sitting there giggling and laughing, and then all of a sudden it just stops when you get there, at that point it's about you, but you don't know why. Right? You don't know why. And it happened. And it happened a few times this weekend. And I still don't know officially what went down. Okay? So we're going to share one of those stories with you, obviously for the first time, because I don't know anything about it. And I have the sneaky suspicion that you guys may know more than me. Right? So we're going to do that when we come back. Also, or in about 1 minute, I want to give a very special shout out to Billy Carson and his fiance. I was able to, we're going to get to their party here in a second, but Billy was on the Ancient Aliens panel on Friday night, and two things went down at that panel, and I don't know why this has gone down so many times now with me during a panel. But on Friday night, Billy got to announce his engagement with his fiancée. That was one thing that happened live in front of everybody, and that was really special. But also Jason Martell and his new fiance, and they are expecting, and all of that. That was just so cool. Both of those moments went down during the panel on Friday night. And so I just want to recognize the both of them and their new loves. And it was just very, very cool. So with that, I'm now going to bring on Kelly Farmer, the head of the Laughing Crew. Kelly, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Jimmy?
Well, you're laughing. You're still laughing at me. You're still laughing at me. So go ahead. Yeah, there you go. It's going to continue. You guys had a lot of fun this weekend, didn't you?
We did. It was a great weekend. It flew by, but it was a lot of fun to see everyone, and there was a lot of laughter going on. That's true.
Yeah, yes, it did. It started in the morning and went until everybody went to bed, and it was great to see you guys having a good time. Some of it at my expense, and that's okay. I am here for all of you. Hey, let's just let that out there. Okay, so. I'm going to let you tell the story because I know nothing about it, and you know that I know nothing about it, and that's part of it. I walked up on you guys, and you're sitting out on our patio around a table, and all 5 or 6 of you laughing like little kids. And I come up, and you guys, everything that I said, you guys laughed more about. So I knew that something went down. Okay, Kelly, what did you guys do?
So Friday morning, everybody got up, and I was talking to Stacy, trying to plan my live stream for Friday night because I was going to attempt to live stream from the Conscious Life Expo.
Mm-hmm.
And while me and Stacy were talking about logistics, someone recommended just doing it from the Fade to Black table since you were going to be at the panel.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, so that's what happened. Okay, now this is going to get even better. What you're saying is, as soon as I split, I'm at the panel. You guys didn't go to the panel, and you didn't go to the panel because you were using my booth for your live stream. That's diabolical. Okay, all right. Okay. Yeah, that's a good laugh.
I thought you knew, Jimmy. Did you know that I thought you knew the whole time? I didn't realize until we were having that laugh outside that you didn't know.
Which is even funnier, I guess. Okay. All right. Okay, so continue. Please continue. I want to hear everything now.
So, what ended up happening was before I went live, I went around, I walked the floor, me and Stacy, and we asked a few people to come on to stop by the booth so that they could come and say hi on the live stream. And a lot of people, several people agreed. So we tried. We made it about 30 minutes. And I had a few people stop by. I think I had Cherie stop by, Tracy Ash, and Jiggy stopped by, so yeah, and then the feed cut before Steve Merlo could come on, unfortunately, and Gigi.
And what did you guys talk about? What did you guys talk about? Was the Fade to Black logo clearly displayed behind you?
Yes, it was very clearly behind me, especially the part that has your picture.
Isn't that special? Now, this is where my polluted mind is going. I bet you that there were others out there that were watching that live stream that probably thought it was pretty special, too.
I haven't heard anything yet, but that's still a possibility.
Yeah. So what did you guys talk about?
It was mostly just kind of asking people what they were talking about at the conference and what they were there for. So, Tracy Ash gave a little bit of a breakdown on her Ascension panel and her talk, and then Stevie kind of talked about what he was talking about on Friday, and then Cherie kind of gave an update on some of the interviews she was doing. So
right,
it was a fun time.
Now, can I talk about Tracy Ash for about 20 seconds?
Of course.
Does she have, this is what blew me away. I mean, her personality, her voice, her knowledge, and all of that. Okay, we that part we know. But did she have the most insane hair you have ever seen?
She had very insane yet beautiful hair.
It's just insane. I had no idea. I had that part. She's got this flowing. I don't know if there's been any pictures posted of Tracy yet. She's got like 2.5 feet of long blonde hair, wavy, just crazy hair. I did not know. I did not know.
Yeah, no, and then she was very interested in meeting you. So that's how I was able to kind of bring her over and introduce you guys a little bit later on. I think that was Sunday morning. It seems so long ago. That was just yesterday.
I'm glad I'm there for you. That's cool. That's cool. Now, okay, I wanted to ask you this. Let's go there. After all of the controversy over the last couple of weeks, we don't need to go there. But after all of that, were you surprised at the zero, there was no Blue Eagle presence, right? Like there was nothing at all there. Were you a little apprehensive about that going into the conference?
Oh yeah, I was pretty nervous going into the conference that, at least people would. I was expecting at least some sort of comment from someone, but even that didn't happen. No one said anything negative to me about it. It didn't even really come up.
It didn't come up. It didn't come up.
Yeah.
There was nobody there. I'll say this out loud right now. His name was said to me, right? Like verbally out of somebody's mouth once. Once. Once there was 15,000 people there. One time. I probably talked to, I don't know, 1,000 people, 2,000. I don't know. I have no idea how many people I talked to over 4 days. I don't know. But one time, and it wasn't even about anything, by the way. It wasn't even about anything. It was just a passing comment. But yeah, and what did you think about the protesters didn't show up?
I was hoping that they would to a degree because I wanted to see you bring them pizza and be able to film that for everyone.
And that's the right thing to do. Take him some pizza, some hot chocolate. It's cold outside. I was ready to buy some umbrellas in case it was raining. And, it's the right thing to do, right? It's just the right thing to do. But there was nobody there. Did that surprise you? What were you expecting it? Or in your gut, your raw feelings, did you think that's actually what was going to happen? There was going to be nobody there?
I had a feeling that once, the information, the packets went public, that they might have called it off. So I had a feeling that there might not have been a protest. But, I still was a little bit surprised that nobody really said anything or there was nothing at all that was brought up about it. So I just thought that was so interesting.
Right. Okay, I'll give you my take. You want me to tell you my take? There was zero interest in it. Nobody was ever going to show up because nobody cares, number one. Number two, it's just an information packet created by one individual to make it look like there's this big thing. But there's not because nobody cares. And that's that. You know what? And I think I am right. I'm telling you, there was nobody cared. Nobody would ever do it. And that's the end of the story. It was just created by one person, trying to look like a group, and and that's it. That's my take. What do you think? You think I'm right?
I think you're probably right. I think that a lot of what went on was blown out. It was created to make it look like it was a lot bigger than it was. But I think it's actually a lot smaller than we all thought at the end of the day.
Much smaller, like zero. But zero is still a number, they say, right? Zero is still a number. Mark Tarana just posted these pictures of Tracy. Look at that mane. That is some serious stuff. That is, I had no idea. Well, because all of the pictures that she has ever sent me that I have seen, she's got, short, straight hair and very, very, how do I say, just formal, just nice hair. Not this. Yeah. I was like, holy mackerel. Look at that. So there you go. Tracy's pictures are up. So there you go. Oh, Alan Winters just said I talked to 5,000. No, I didn't talk to 5,000, but it certainly felt like that. So this morning, you're going to laugh. So I woke up this morning and I went downstairs. I hadn't talked yet, right? I went downstairs and I walked out. Rita's on the patio, and I go, "Good morning." I went, "Oh no, I got no voice. I got no voice." Good morning, honey. And she goes,
"You talk to a lot of people."
Yeah. I lose my voice after each one. Normally, I lose it there, but I maintained. I didn't talk as loud or as long, but it was gone today. And she goes, "How are you going to do the show tonight?" The whole secret is liquids. Constantly drinking and don't talk. And came around tonight, and it was all there. It was all good. So, okay, let's get to your highlights. What was your highlight of the weekend?
Oh, my highlight had to have been witnessing the epic plate moment with Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
I was so happy to be able to be there, so that was pretty fun.
So, did Stacy say that you taped it? I didn't even notice that. You recorded that.
I recorded it, and I posted about 45 seconds of it. I have probably about a 4-minute long video, but I posted a short version on Twitter. So
you're sneaky. You're sneaky. I didn't know. So, well, you didn't say I'm taping this. That's also good.
I thought you knew you were standing right there.
No. I didn't know. I didn't know until right now when Stacy, you didn't say when we were leaving the room, okay, I think I got everything. I recorded that. No, you didn't say anything. That's good. That's how you do it. You get that's guerrilla journalism, where you're just getting the real stuff. You're getting the real stuff. But so that was the highlight. Okay, let's go to that moment. We got Stacy's version of it. I want to let everybody know that that Kelly was there, obviously standing silently in the corner taping everything. But you were there. And there was a lot of really cool things that went down in that 5 or 10 minutes. Take us through that. What was your vibe?
Well, it was really cool because, as you and Stacy pointed out, when we walked in, Linda had no idea what was going on and why we were there. And it was funny because because I've heard Stacy tell the story, but I was excited to be able to witness Stacy tell Linda the story about the plate and how much enjoyment and how big it has become, because everybody's heard about the plate at this point, and just how funny she found it was very, very funny to me. So it was all such a great experience, and to kind of hear her point of view on things. And
okay, hold on everybody. How long is this video? 45 seconds.
What's posted on Twitter is 45 seconds. I have about 4 minutes.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to play it right now. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, the audio's low. Okay, all right. I wanted to, but yeah, there it is. I didn't know you taped this. All right, I'm going to go back. Send me the file. I'll clean up the audio.
All right, I'll send you the full file, and you can take what you want from it.
Okay, I didn't say anything inappropriate, did I? I don't think I did.
No, you just accused Stacy of sleeping with it and showering with it, just like you already have on air.
Oh, I did. Did I? What was? You bring up a really good point, Kelly. I don't think everybody understands exactly. Linda, I didn't tell Linda anything. I just asked her on the phone if I could bring up a couple of friends and to meet her. And Linda said, "I trust you, Jimmy. Come on, let's go. Let's do it right now." And so that's what we did. I literally grabbed Kelly and Stacy. The elevators were 10 feet from us. Seconds later, we're on the elevator, and not even 30 seconds later, we were in Linda's room. Linda had no idea. she didn't have anything. This is about trust and friendship. And that, to get Linda's reaction, hearing this incredible story, was really, really cool. And I talk about the laughing crew. Her reaction and the way that she laughed about it, she's heard it all. But that was really cool. Linda didn't have any idea. None, zero.
And I think that made it the best. That's what made it better, for the fact that she had no clue about the plate.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, and I want to thank you. I gave you a little shout out at the top of the show, but for all of your assistance and everything that you did with us all weekend long, way above and beyond everything that you did for us. Thank you. And then, of course, absolutely, at the end of everything where we should have been relaxing, you went down, and I'm serious about this, Kelly. It was so cool. You went down and helped my tired ass pack up that booth because I was spent, I was done, and and you helping me out there. It took every ounce of energy that I had to tear that booth down, and you were there to help me out all the way to the bloody end. And just thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Jimmy. I'm always happy to help.
Okay, now where can everybody go and check out Explaining Esoterica?
You can either go on to YouTube, which is where I post the videos, and that 30-minute video I got from Conscious Life is still up. Or they can go to my website, www.explainingesoterica.com.
It's really that simple. How often do you publish content?
So I do a YouTube show once a week every Friday night. And then on my website, I write a few blog posts a week. So somewhere between 2 to 4 articles about, whatever topic interests me that day.
Thank you so much. What a great weekend. And I guess we'll see you next at the Contact in the Desert.
Yes, I will be there.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Behave, okay? Do me a favor, behave.
I will, Jimmy. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Kelly Farmer, everybody, Explaining Esoterica. And the video, the 45 seconds is up. I have retweeted it. It is right up here in Twitter. I am definitely going to go back and clean everything up. Look at, where are you guys getting these amazing images? There's Tracy right there. There's the crew. With Tracy. Let me get this up there too as well. And I am going to take a quick break. When I come back, I'm going to open up the phone lines. The number is 747-228-2051. 747-228-2051. If you're at the Conscious Life Expo, I want to hear from you. Share your stories. We'll do all of that and much more. We're going to continue with our images and storytelling when we come back after this short break. All right, stay with us. This is Fade to Black on the Game Changer Network and KGRA, The Planet. If you want to see all these pictures that I'm talking about, follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. Hashtag F2B is the feed. Follow Rita at GCRN Fade to Black. They're all right there. I'll be right back. Stay with us.
Here, and you are listening to my boy Jimmy Church on JimmyChurchRadio.com.
Despite popular opinion, reading a book will not make you smarter.
But listening to Jimmy Church will.
Hurricanes, earthquakes, wildfires. This year we've experienced more than our fair share. This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and last month I decided to make sure my family does not have to worry about food should we get caught in a real emergency situation. Introducing Numana, a healthy, storable product that tastes so good that you'll want to eat it every day instead of just during those times of duress. All Numana products have a 25-year shelf life, are MSG and GMO-free, no preservatives, and are made in America. With the Numana pack in your home, you'll be able to sleep at night knowing that you've protected your family. Not only have I tasted and tested, I own it. Now you can too. Just click on the Numana banner on JimmyChurchRadio.com and use the promo code Jimmy when you order. In addition to a discount, we'll send you an autographed Fade to Black t-shirt. Seriously, go Beckley Tappy. This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and I take Life Change Tea supplements every single day. It's what I do. Click on their banner at JimmyChurchRadio.com. When you take the beans from Central America with dashes of Indonesian and African mixed in and then roast it to the dark side of Fade to Black, you create the ultimate brew of fringe. Introducing the Fade to Black blend from River Moon Coffee. Yes, River Moon's darkest customized roast was created for the love of Fade to Black. The alchemy of masterful roasting and smoking the beans is in every sip of this full-bodied, dark Java. I need my coffee dark, deep, with distinct bittersweet chocolate highlights, just like the bunker. Leaning further into the darkness of the roast is Fade to Black blend from River Moon Coffee. Just click on the banner at JimmyChurchRadio.com and use the promo code F2BBLEND for 15% off of your order today. Go Beckley Teppy.
Hi, folks. CBD is the home run hitter for health right now. Why, you ask? Because of what it does for the body. Unfortunately, I can't tell you all about the benefit. You know, there's reasons. Do your due diligence and log on to AncientLifeOil.com. That's AncientLifeOil.com. Ancient Life Oil uses organic ingredients and is blended in coconut oil for some of the best benefits. Legal in 50 states and non-psychoactive. Log on to AncientLifeOil.com. That's AncientLifeOil.com.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and my family is safe because of Numana Emergency Food Storage. Just go to the Numana banner at JimmyChurchRadio.com. Promo code Jimmy10.
Are you intrigued by Paranormal Talk Radio? You'll love the new Paranormal Radio app from TalkStream Live. You'll find a great selection of talk shows covering UFOs, ghosts, strange phenomena, and much more. Download the Paranormal Radio app now and start listening to the very best in paranormal talk entertainment, including the network you're listening to right now, the Paranormal Radio app, free in Google Play and the iOS App Store.
Erica, Brittany, Gabby, and you're listening to JimmyChurchRadio.com.
It's not a lifestyle we chose. We were born this way. KGRARadio.com.
This is KJCR at JimmyChurchRadio.com.
All right, welcome back. Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. We're recapping the 2019 Conscious Life Expo. All of the images, and there are hundreds, are right there on Twitter. Follow me at JChurchRadio. Okay? You can follow Rita at GCRN Fade to Black, the number 2. It's right there, too, as well. Everything is in her feed. And, of course, hashtag F2B is the sandbox, and everything is up there, too, as well. Now, I just posted an image. I just tweeted it out of Vanessa. I want everybody to go and look at Vanessa. Look at her. She's absolutely amazing. And I want to just share quickly what makes this picture so special. Last year, her mom was at the Conscious Life Expo with her father, and I met them. And her mom, Sarah, stage 3 cancer, was in a wheelchair, had lost her hair, chemo, and was what you would expect somebody going through that kind of thing in their life. That's where she was. And got to meet her, and it was just absolutely unbelievable. Now, fast forward to this year. I'm speaking with Vanessa's father. I don't want to go through names and everything. It's just not appropriate. But anyway, I'm speaking with him, and he says, "By the way, Jimmy, Sarah's here." And I said, "Excuse me?" And he said, "You remember last year in the wheelchair?" And I said, "Yeah. She's right there." And he points over, and there's Sarah. She survived. And not only did she survive, she's beautiful. She's got her hair back. It's red. She looks amazing. I've freaked. And standing next to her was their daughter right here. This is Vanessa. And she's a Fadernaut. And the whole family is, but that's not the point. That I got to meet Vanessa, and one of the most special, coolest, man, I'm telling you right now, our community right there, look at that picture. We are in good hands, and Vanessa is so cool. Look at her. And her parents are two of the most dynamic, cool, fantastic, unbelievable people you could ever meet, and her parents. So that's that image. Vanessa, great hanging out with you, man, because we hung. We had dinner and all of that. Now, thank you so much. And Sarah, you are unbelievable. Okay. So there's that. And then there's this next set of images. And last week on the show, Pia called in, and I will remind everybody, Pia was or is friends with Sarah. And Pia told us this story of the orbs that she saw out in Joshua Tree and then in Phoenix. I think it was Phoenix. I could be wrong. Doesn't matter. And the orbs, and that they were identical in both places. And she tried to describe to us what she saw, and she took us through the whole thing. Well, Pia was at the Conscious Life Expo, and she stepped up to the booth and hit us with these two images. Now, I've just retweeted them. I want you to take a look at this, and it's there. Again, follow me on Twitter, @JChurchRadio, hashtag F2B, and look at the images. This is what she described to us during the phone call last week. Very hard to picture what she is talking about. And then you go and see this. Look at that. Look at that. And you see the red orb in the middle of that vortex? Now, I don't know what I'm looking at here. The first thing, you can kind of relate to this, what is going on over the Pacific Ocean in Southern California when they do a rocket launch out of Vandenberg, but that stretches out across the sky. This has a vortex in the middle of it, a vortex at the top, and the two are connected. You can see how everything swirls out of the bottom of the vortex and goes up and around. Looking at this, I am guessing that, and you can see the little orange orb in the middle of the vortex, the bottom vortex going up, where the two vortexes are coming together. There's that funny little orange orb right there. I don't know if that's an anomaly created by the digital pickup in a camera because of the red traffic light that is below it. That's a possibility. Okay, I get that. But it's also strangely positioned in the middle of the orb, in the middle of the vortex, which doesn't take anything away from the vortex itself and its construction and what it looks like. I have no idea what I am looking at. Yeah, exactly. Somebody just said, looks like a dimensional gateway wormhole. I'm looking at everybody's reactions here, and you should. I want opinions. I want to know what everybody thinks is going on here. So it's one of those things where you are sitting there, at the booth, and people are coming up and showing me images all day long in their videos, and as they should. I want to see everything, so, definitely do that. But then something like this happens, and I'm floored. I'm just, whoa. Look at that. I can't even, I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at there. And that's Pia, the second shot. That's her right there. She's great. But look at that. What do you guys make of that? And the orange orb is in both pictures, by the way, in the exact same spot. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. If that's a rocket launch. I would like an explanation. She said that this ginormous thing is up in the sky, and nobody was really paying attention to it. And so she doesn't know if everybody else saw it or not. Maybe they did. Maybe it was just for her. Right? Yeah, was that not some sort of display? I have no idea. Display with what message? That's incredible. Pia, thank you for that. Also, Rita, if you could, there's an image there with LL, E-L-L-E, LL is there. Post the picture of LL and I. LL came up, and very, very, very cool dude. Came up and said, Jimmy, please take the time and look at a couple of these pictures. So he hands me his phone, and I'm scrolling through, and I thought I was going to look at one or two. I ended up looking at 10, 15, 20 images of what he's been capturing over the last couple of years. He sent me an email today saying that he's captured a couple of thousand of images like this, which are clearly, now I don't have his permission, and I don't have the images yet, but are clearly faces in the sky, as clear as this isn't like a cloud formation where you can squint your eyes and go, yeah, I kind of see it. No, these are E.T. alien faces for shizzle, for real. And I want to thank LL for sharing those with me. I do want to see more, and he's got a very interesting story. And there's LL right here. And let me get this up. I think it's L. It's definitely LL. Like LL Cool J, but spelled out. I think it's like this. I think it's L. And LL, if I get it wrong, I apologize. But I apologize. But I want to get these pictures up. He's really cool dude. And we got a chance to hang out for a minute. Also, I've got to say another shout out to Josh. And I played his music, and I posted it up a couple of weeks ago. And I think he's out of Alaska. And he made it down to the expo, but and came up. And it was really funny because I said, so who's the singer? I wanted to know. Me. It's like, really? Him. There's Josh right there. And so there was that. Well, who plays the guitar? Me. Me. Incredible music. And there is Josh. Josh, thank you so much for that. And I can't wait for the rest of the album and the stuff to come out. But there you go. Okay, Rita, also, Grant Cameron was there. Okay, now, I think I've got Grant's permission to say this. And coming from Grant, Grant said this. He goes, oh, wait a minute. I'm posting the wrong. Oops. Did I do that twice? I think I did. I'm posting the wrong links. I think I'm posting a YouTube video instead of links. That's my bad. That's why they're not popping up in my Twitter feed. Because I'm posting YouTube links. Okay. Grant Cameron says, okay, Jimmy, over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to make a lot of enemies. I said, really? And he introduces me to his attorney. and more on that in over the next couple of weeks. But I guess Grant is ready to do the big reveal. And he said he's going to make some enemies, and he said that probably after this, there's going to be a lot of negativity going around out there, and he expects it, and he just may go into quiet mode while he tips the UFO community upside down. And this is from Grant. And when Grant, he's looking at me right in my eyes and saying this, and it scared the crap out of me. And I said it to him. I said, man, you're making me nervous. And he said, well, all right, but we'll break it on Fade to Black. And I said, okay, all right, let's do this. I'm excited. I don't know anything more than that, so don't say, Jimmy, what's he got, because I don't know. I don't even know what it's about, okay? But that came from Grant right as that image was taken right here that we posted. Also, coming up on Fade to Black, this image just got posted. There she is, Julia Cannon, and Dolores Cannon's daughter. And we're going to have her on Fade to Black here probably next week. I'm very excited about this. We had a great conversation. She's just absolutely wonderful. And what man, talk about awake. You talk to her, she's also got a great laugh, by the way. You talk to Julia and you look at her, it doesn't get any better. Look at Karen photobombing in the background of this shot. How cool is that? There you go. All right. So Julia Cannon is going to be on with us next week. I do, Rita. Okay. You know what? I want to do this. Rita, post the selfie of Jason Rice. Post that up. I think you've got that in there. After the Ancient Aliens panel, I've never met Jason. Don't know what he looks like. I've seen a picture of him. After the Ancient Aliens panel, he comes up on stage, sticks out his hand, and says, man, that was great tonight. Great panel. I said, hey, thanks, man. And he goes, Jimmy, it's Jason Rice. Oh, man. Jason, you were here for this. And he said, yeah. I said, oh, man, very cool, very cool. And I said, you know what? Let's take a selfie. Let's do this. And I popped a selfie with Jason Rice. And I didn't get a chance to see his presentation there. At that moment, I was off doing something else. I couldn't make it over for that. I don't know if you guys saw the live stream. But Jason Rice was there. So, Rita, post that. Let's get Jason Rice up here. I do want to do that. And that should be coming here momentarily. Okay, so where am I next? I am... the Billy Carson after party. Okay. So, Billy Carson had... thank you for that, Rita. Check this out. Jason Rice, right there. I'm silent because I'm typing. Boom, 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 boom. Check out Jason. And look, he's just a cool guy. And but caught me by surprise, and I didn't recognize him. Just a guy walking around doing his thing at the Conscious Life Expo. So there you go. Okay. So Saturday night, Billy Carson had his party. Now look, it's Billy, so you expect a very, very you've got high standards, right? It's forbidden knowledge, throwing an after party. And so we all go up, and I think Stacy mentioned this, or Kelly. We had the crew, we had the entourage. There's like 15 of us, and we all go up and crash Billy's party and go in and check this out. He's got some of his R&B artists up doing some rap, hip-hop, R&B stuff on stage live. And wow. I mean, man. And Billy's DJing, by the way. That was the other cool thing. He's up there in his suit DJing. And it was unbelievable. Great party, good times. I just want to thank Billy for pulling that off. To have a hip-hop R&B party at the Conscious Life Expo, I guarantee you that's the first time that happened. And here's Gigi and Steve Murillo. That's a great image, and I hadn't seen that yet. Let's get that retweeted. And I want to get a bunch of these pictures in for everybody before we wrap the show here in just a minute. We're about at the end of everything. Okay, now let me back up. This weekend was about, and thank you, Rita, because this is just where I was going. There is Ramon. And this, Ramon is Eric Von Daniken's assistant and has been for a number of years. This weekend was for Eric Von Daniken. It was, again, the 50th anniversary of Chariots of the Gods. And I have never seen anybody work like Eric Von Daniken. And here I am at the ripe young age of 55 complaining that I'm tired. Eric Von Daniken did the panel on Friday night that ended at 10 p.m., right? Went down, hung out with everybody in the lounge, had dinner to the wee hours of the morning. The next day, I had to introduce, is that me doing, oh no, you got pictures of that? Okay, there we go. That's me doing Bohemian Rhapsody right there. Okay. The next day, 12 noon, I got to get up. I got to complain, got to get up early. I'm tired. Rita and I go have breakfast, and then I've got to go and introduce Eric Von Daniken at 12 noon. He's doing a presentation, sold out, packed. I introduce Eric. Then 2 hours later, at 2 p.m., after he's done with that, he's down at the George Norrie panel getting ready to do that. This is Eric Von Daniken. He's 84. Then right after that, he's doing the award ceremony at 6 p.m. And he did that. And then went and had a massive book signing in between at 4 p.m. The line, can you imagine, right? A book signing for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. Did the book signing, then goes and does the award ceremony. And I was resting in between. I at least had a chance to sit down and grab a cup of coffee. Eric did it nonstop, all the way through. Today he was doing another presentation on Monday. Eric Von Daniken is one of the most impressive individuals that you can ever be around. The 10 or 15 times over this weekend that I had the chance to work with him directly and be with him, he was nothing but smiles, laughter, thankful, happy. And on Saturday night, Ramon, who obviously is working right beside Eric, came down and hung out with all of us in the lounge and thanked us up and down and how happy and thankful, Eric was. And coming from Ramon, okay, right? He's a PR guy. He's going to say these kinds of things. But it was really true. Watching Eric's appreciation of his audience and his fans and, a big event like that was so cool. His energy is boundless. And I want to share with you at the end of the Ancient Aliens panel, I said, so Eric, what's next? What are you going to do? And he said, I'm going to continue all of this. I'm going to continue bringing the information forward. I'm going to continue to fight the man. I'm going to continue to bring out everything. I am not going to stop. I am going to do this until I can't anymore. I'm going to do this until I die. And to the audience, and I believe absolutely every word, for him to walk around there, event after event after event, these things take hours each time, talking and focused and with the audience. It was nonstop. So, to all of you out there, when you're tired and you just feel like you need to complain and that you're overworked, no, you're not. Think about Eric Von Daniken and what he is doing right now and continues to do at the age of 84. He's going to continue till he can't, and neither should you. Which brings me to this. I want to thank everybody, all the Fadernauts, everybody that came out, everybody that tweeted tonight, everybody that was here. There's that part of it. Last week we did our 1,000th broadcast. Today is 1,001. Tomorrow is 1,002. We're on our way to 2,000. But I want to thank everybody over at the Conscious Life Expo from Q on down. Thank you for an absolutely spectacular weekend. And I'm going to leave you with this. Eric Von Daniken, 84. Tomorrow night, Barbara Lamb is here. Barbara's been doing this for 40 or 50 years. She's absolutely incredible. And I got to sit down with Nurse Nancy. Nancy and I had the most unbelievable lunch with Barbara Lamb. And Nancy, I just got to do this, Nancy. Nancy turned to Barbara and said, okay, I've got a few questions for you. I was like, okay, let's go. And Nancy started to ask Barbara, questions, interdimensional, DNA, alien hybrids, and to listen to Barbara shift gears and go into fact mode, researcher mode, and sit and talk with Nancy for the next 30 minutes was an unbelievable thing for me to sit there and witness between a friend of mine and a researcher, an icon in our community. Was an amazing thing to witness. And tomorrow night, Barbara Lamb is going to be here with all of you. So before you think that you're tired, before you think that you're overworked, before you think of anything, think of Eric Von Daniken and think about what's about to go down tomorrow night right here on Fade to Black with Barbara Lamb. And then on Wednesday night, we've got a very special surprise guest. And when I do that, it's going to be special, and it is going to be a surprise. Thursday night is Fader night. It's going to be open lines all night long. And desperately, Rita and I are fighting tooth and nail to get to the weekend so we can sit back and take a deep breath. With that, I just want to thank all of you. This is Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church, on the Game Changer Network and KGRA, The Planet. I want to thank Stacy for coming in tonight. Thank you so much, Stacy. Kelly Farmer, you are absolutely unbelievable. Thank you, too, for everything and the special weekend that we had. Of course, Karen, Nancy, Lisa Frith, the Laughing Crew, thank you. Oh, by the way, Occult Priestess hanging out all weekend, that sealed the deal. That's the reason why the Conscious Life Expo happened. I want to thank all of you. Fade to Black's executive producer is Rita Camurian. Show is produced by Hill J. Palm, Renee, Dennis, and Bob. Announcers are Steve Harder, Gene Vitoa, Mark D. Kovar. Webmaster is Drew the Geek. Music, Doug Aldrich. Intro, Spaceboy, spaceboymusic.com. Fade to Black is produced by KJCR for the Game Changer Network, and syndication is KGRA, The Planet. This broadcast is owned and copyrighted 2019 by Fade to Black and the Game Changer Network. It cannot be rebroadcast, downloaded, copied, or used anywhere in the known universe without written permission from Fade to Black or the Game Changer Network. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. I'm tired, but it don't matter. I'll see everybody tomorrow night. Be safe. Go back, Lee Tappy.